looks like we are on, Walter. And let me drop the open here
Welcome
for
back
everyone.
to the Hank Strange
All right, guys,
Situation.
welcome back. Hopefully you're hearing us. Subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. We are live right now. It's just me and Walter. We're like, come on, Walter, let's see it. Jazz hands, there you go. I hope you got your big girl panties on, because we are live. It's time to do this. This is episode 435, Free for All Monday of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. Coming to you live from Gainesville. I'm in Gainesville. Walter's in the Safety Harbors. We should be getting... Oh, Kevin Dixie coming in.
Yeah, we go.
Diximus, Maximus.
What's going on, man? I am here. Sorry about the technical difficulties.
That's fine. That's fine. I was like, what is that? Hold on a second. I might have to rearrange this so we put Walter... And we got to make Walter the cream
like
and the
cream
Oreo
in
here in a second.
What's up, Walt? What's up with you, baby?
How you doing, man?
Yeah.
No, I can't complain.
Yeah, so as you guys see, I'll switch all of this around here in a second. But we got Kevin Dixie, we got Walter Keller. We're coming in here live. It's episode 435. It's Free for All Monday. And it's titled, Gators Can Climb Fences. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe because Gators...
You know, I saw that gator get up on that fence, man. That's perfect target right there.
Yeah,
Boom!
that's some shoes. That's
Boom!
That's a couple of suitcases.
That's some gator bites.
Yeah, you know, some belts. Just climbing up on... Kevin Dixie has no idea what we're talking about.
Well, see, that's because I don't understand why the hell people live in a state with walking dinosaurs. So that's why.
Well, to be quite honest with you, I don't know why they're protected. So, because there's no shortage of dinosaurs no more in Florida.
Well, that's why there's no shortage, because they're protected right now.
Yeah.
This is a big... let me see. I might have to... Let me put it back in here. I don't know if you... Let me see if I can find this for you, Kevin. Where did that go? I had it here. Yeah, I'm going to put this up here, Kevin, so you can take a look at this. This was a big gator. This wasn't one like... You know, you would think that'd be like your little itty-bitty baby gator.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, this was a big one. This is a big gator climbing over a fence. If they figure out how to open doors, it's over. It's over for everybody.
Well, you don't need no guns. You don't need no guns.
This is why
right.
I need a minigun. You know what I'm saying? Gator protection. This is why we need a minigun. Okay, so we got that. Kevin Dixie's here. I'm sure he has some stuff to talk about. Walter's here. You guys are here. As everyone's coming in, please smash the thumbs ups. Make sure you comment here. You can comment in the live chat that we have going on. You can comment in the video itself. Make sure you thumbs up. Ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. This show is brought to you by Harry's Holsters, maker of fine Kydex holsters. Shout out to Harry's Holsters out there and everyone else. I see Clover Tack is in here. Shout out to him. I see Tyven Show. You know what? Before we go through, let me quickly try to... Kevin's looking at the video right now.
Nope.
What?
Kevin,
Nope.
you can wrestle that gator, man. Don't...
Man, the hell with that. Absolutely not.
That's
You
what I
can
was
take
saying.
'em.
That's a perfect shot right there.
You
Boom.
can take him.
That's some that's that crap that that white people do. I ain't got time to be out there wrestling with no gators and all that crap. Absolutely not. No, sir. I'll leave it up to y'all.
I hate to say it, but you're very true that white people thing.
Yeah, man, out there wrestling, and look, it looks cool. But see, I'm the person that will be lucky enough. The gator wants some dark meat that day. It's like, yeah, let's go ahead and play. Snaps down, start doing a death roll and all that. I'm cool. Nope.
You don't want to have to explain to your wife, okay, honey, this is what happened. I was minding my own business, and I saw this gator climbing the fence.
And I just wanted to go wrestle it. No, and you know when I was down in Florida, I was down there with the Liberty Gun Club, and I was down there. They brought me down there to do a speaking engagement, and we went to go shoot. And I'm walking, and like the range, and then there's this like, I don't know, swamp in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And you
That'll
see
be
these
anywhere.
bubbles come up under the water.
Okay.
You know, I see bubbles come up under the water. Now, situational awareness is situational awareness. So I'm looking at the bubbles, and the guy says, "Yeah, that's one of the 3 gators that lives on the property." And my question was, why is it still living?
Yeah.
And that's when he told me that they're protected. You're better off
Yeah.
shooting a human before you shoot a gator.
Yeah, you can only shoot them, I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, Walter, you can only shoot a gator in Florida if it's currently chomping down on your ass. Then you can shoot it.
If you're getting attacked, yeah. It's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
low.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
if you just see it walking around or climbing a fence or buying groceries or whatever.
Or eating your dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. If it's eating your dog, that's attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume I'm not gonna let a gator eat my dog. That gator's getting lit up. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that here in a second. We'll show you guys the video. Let me do some quick shout outs to everyone's in here. Like I said, as you guys are coming in, smash the thumbs ups. Shout out to Michael Bender. He says, hello from Battleground, Florida, where you can lose your 2A rights by certified mail. I'll tell you guys what we're talking about. We are going to talk about that today. Something happened with Michael Bender's, I believe it's his son-in-law. And he's a Marine. He actually got a certified letter. I don't know if you guys saw that from in Ammo Land. But he got this letter because these old ladies got threatened by someone who had his same name. And he got this letter saying he had to give up his CCW and his guns. We'll get into that. We'll talk about that here in a second. Shout out to him. I see Boss Hogg, Appalachian Gun Runner, is in here. He says, "What it be like? Don't forget to smash those thumbs." Okay. Yes, people, don't forget that. I see Tyven Show, the Archangels here, Armament and Axes, Camp David. He says, hello from Washington State, a.k.a. New California. Let's see who else we got. Armament and Axis says, watch both Iron Sky movies last night. They were stupid but great. Oh, I haven't seen Iron Sky 2. I only saw Iron Sky 1. Randy Peacock's Iron Sky. You never saw that Iron Sky?
Iron Sky. Okay.
Iron Sky, yeah. That was the movie I told you about, Walter, with the Nazis living on the moon.
On the moon,
the first
yeah.
one. Yeah. So,
I'll be in a hurry to see that one.
Yeah. Okay, it's funny.
I'm gonna go wrestle a gator before I do that.
Oh, sure. Okay. Now you're just making what Kevin Dixie said true. Now you're just making.
I told you.
Hey, it's all them crazy crackers down there. I'm telling you what, man.
Chris Williams is out there. He says, "Hey everyone, back in South Carolina, and it feels good to be free." All right, Imposter. I see Vanessa Kitty. Let's see. Vanessa Kitty says, I wonder how many AR-15s I can assemble when I visit Fort Worth, keeping them in Texas, of course. Okay. And the Pants is out there. Pants says 1 per hour. I don't know what that. I'm not sure what that means.
Man. Assembling.
Oh. How many can you assemble? 1 per hour? Okay.
Easy to do that.
Okay. That's not,
with the proper tools.
Yeah, exactly. Easy. Let me see here. It will probably take me a little bit, like a couple of hours and some cursing, to do it. Let's see. John Pearson's out there. Richard Hughes. I see Richard Hughes as well. The Pants. Trying to go through this. Hootin' in the house. Shout out to Hootin' in the house. He says it's been a while. So shout out to Hootin'. Let's see. We got Jade Grew as well. Shooting Gallery NE. Let's see who else we got in here. Michael Avon says happy Monday to everyone. And Greg 98K as well. I see Greg 98K. Kathleen Music Lover. Richard Maunder coming in from England. Pistol Packing Mama Corey Williams also out there. Let's see who else we got. The Armsman is out there. John Dieter is out there. Let's see who else. Sick and Insane. Boss Hogg. I think I said Boss Hogg. Sean Norgriff from North Carolina is out there. The Motorboater is out there. Anna Kinnemuth, I'm going to say. Hopefully that's the right way of saying it. Clover Tack, like I said. Brian Quick. Truett 49. Truett 49 says, what did his comment go? The Reverend Dixie.
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Well, it's funny because I have a one of my buddies, one of my competition shooting buddies, about a year ago, started calling me Bleezes. And then we started having this whole
so stupid.
I was like, well, I get it, but the internet will go crazy because then you'll get into the argument, which is a whole religious conversation to have about his original color, hair like wool, stuff like that. So I'm just like, all right, but it is kind of funny, so we'll roll with it. So around St. Louis in certain circles, they just call me Bleezes.
So can we call you Big Baby Bleezes?
Praise the Lord, Pastor please.
Big Baby was a Boston Celtic back when I was a fan of the Celtics. I don't know. Let me think about that one.
Oh. Oh. Okay. All right.
I don't know. You went somewhere else with basketball on that. I gotta think.
Oh, you didn't
You know,
get
Big Baby Davis. You remember from Boston? Oh, that's right. You don't watch sports. I forgot.
No.
You-
No. Exactly. What are you talking
My
about?
bad. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Yeah, and also Walter,
Yes, sir.
why does Kevin have a fireplace behind him?
He's at home.
I'm at the crib. So my normal spot is under construction. So my basement is getting redone. So I'm up here in front of the fireplace that I had to take a separate insurance policy on for $1.82 a month, for whatever reason.
Oh,
Does he have a fireplace?
Yeah, you know, if the fireplace burns down with the house, I have to pay additional $1.82 a month to get it rebuilt.
Oh wow.
I still have never lit fire thing.
Okay. There's no guns.
tried one.
There's no guns above the fireplace, but
On the mantle.
yeah, there's no guns on the
No,
mantle.
we have pictures of where am I? We have pictures of the family, and my mom makes custom candles, so she brings like 8 of them every time she comes, and so I got the candles up there.
And you don't have to get special insurance for that.
for the candles?
Yeah.
I don't know. My insurance might go up when they find out they're up there.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers of fires and the causes of fires, candles are one of the highest ones.
See, that's why I never liked them.
Yeah. See, what happens is you're in front of your fireplace, right? You have your candles going. You got the fireplace going. You're on your bearskin rug.
I was gonna say it's coming up.
Yeah, lots of friction, lots of flames. Poof.
I knew that rug was gonna come up in a second. I had a feeling.
I'm sure. I guarantee you, there's a bearskin rug there. We just
There
can't
is
see it.
not a bearskin. You know, actually, I have these very old, like, laminate hardwood floors. I think these are when they first started putting hardwood floors, like, well, the fake wood floors, you know, like the planks you can just lay down. Yeah, I got to replace this stuff. I got to do a new floor. This is ridiculous.
You got to get a bearskin rug, man. You can't have a fireplace.
Who the hell has a bearskin rug?
Well, okay, you know what? Wait until the kids move out. The kids are still, the kids still live over there, so you can't actually technically.
Oh, you want to be naughty with the bearskin rug?
Yeah, you can't technically do it right now. You got to wait until they send them off to college.
Can we settle for what we used to call them, a pallet? Pallet and
a pallet.
Pallet. We call them pallets. Not a pallet, not a wood pallet. What do we used to call them when you sleep on the floor? Make a
cot?
No, not a cot, man. I'm thinking of hood terminology. What the hell do we use?
Oh hell, I
Hood
don't know
terminology.
that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody help. I think it was make a pallet. That's what it was called. That's what we said. Make a pallet on the floor. That's when you basically take any kind of cover, big towel, whatever you had, lay it on the floor, use a t-shirt as a pillow, and call it a day. So we can do that. That's romantic, ain't it? I'm gonna have to ask her that.
Listen, wherever I am, there's romance. That's all I know.
Well, Hank, I really don't want you in here with us with bearskin.
That's how we set it off. That's how we set it off. Well, let's see. Bloopid, Black Cupid.
Bloopid, Black Cupid.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really work.
Nah,
Yeah. What is this? Clovertac is saying, are candles a bigger fire hazard than space heaters? Those account for a ton of fires around here during the winter.
I was watching that. Was it not a live rescue? One night, and this house is burning, and these women are standing out front, and they're all upset, and the cat's still in there. This fireman saved the cat, and what started the fire? Incense.
Ooh, incense. Oh, you know what? It's good. You know what? I miss some incense, man. Sometimes you gotta light up some incense.
Get some candles going.
Yeah,
some incense.
Yeah, some incense.
But anyways, that was that was a smart move.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's very common. James Lawson says, "Wow, I haven't heard it called a pallet since my mom passed away." So that apparently is a thing, the pallet.
I told you.
First time I heard of it, and that expression anyway.
Yeah, me neither. I'd never heard of that.
Yeah, like when you go over a friend's house, if you got like these, 8 of us over one person's house, in a friend's room, they're like, "Y'all better make some pallets," because clearly you don't have enough spare room for everybody.
Right,
so
right.
you take whatever you can, lay it on the floor, get something, ball it up as a pillow, and
this must be Midwestern slang. Clovertac says, "Yep, that's a pallet. My family has called them that for years. Country thing, poor thing, old school thing, maybe."
Wow.
Oh.
Yep,
Where about Ben?
Oh. Okay.
I got some pallets behind my shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the wood kind. Those aren't very comfortable to sleep.
No, you don't want to mess with those. You don't want to
Get
mess with
hooked
those.
up on a nail or something.
Yeah.
All right. So, Hank, can I address one quick thing? 'Cause
What's
I know
up?
people are going to ask. The name change. So it's not NOC Firearms Training anymore. It's the real NOC on YouTube.
Oh,
The
now
reason-
you're the real.
Yeah, the real
NOC.
NOC.
Okay, what's up with that?
Is there a fake NOC?
Yeah. What?
There were a couple sprouting up here and there, so I decided to take the real NOC for one of those jerks did that. But I had to ultimately change it. Besides those guys, that's the small potatoes. The big reason is once I more and more I study and look behind the scenes with stuff. The word firearms was getting me suppressed a ton, having it in the title.
Yeah.
So I did it on Instagram first to kind of get a read of it, and Instagram, my growth on Instagram has shot up tremendously in comparison. Okay. It's almost doubled this year alone.
By just taking out the firearms.
Yeah, I took out firearms about 3 months ago, maybe, and I've seen anywhere between a 7 to 8% growth just in that time frame by changing the name. That's all I've done differently.
Okay.
By taking the name out, and so then I decided to do it on Facebook today. And I did it on YouTube today. So that's why I changed it, guys, because as I put up more and more videos that are going to be gun-related, father-related, spiritual, motivational, public speaking videos, encouragement videos, and things like that, the last thing I want is for people to miss out on the message because the word firearms was in the title. It's an unfair thing that they do to us, but they do it to us. So I had to make sure that, I play the game appropriately, right?
Yeah, that's too bad. It's too bad. Okay, Walter?
This dude just said I need an emotional support alligator.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
Who said that?
Richard Hughes.
Richard Hughes.
Okay, he wants us to say this. Okay, Richard gave us a couple of bucks. He says NOC needs an emotional support alligator. Okay.
Please don't give anybody any ideas.
Inside Freedom says that's a smart idea. Let's see. And this is Brian Quick saying this, Kevin. This is not me. This is Brian. He says, were people confusing Kevin with Vada asking for a friend?
I've never had that happen.
Yeah,
Never had that happen.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to be funny. No, I don't think that happened either. Yeah, it's too bad you have to do that. Take the firearms out, man.
Yeah, it's
it
and
makes
then when
complete sense.
Yeah, and when I've gone behind what people on the internet don't see because all the time. A lot of things I do deal with kids or people that are in kind of bad moments, so we don't share publicly, right? Because it's not stuff you want to put out there. But when I want to come back and I want to do content to help people and I want to try to put that information out there, it's like, man, not only does it hurt online for all those reasons, it also becomes a headache if a school administrator or somebody wants to, you look up your profile and the first thing they see is firearms in your title, they're done. They don't even want to. You have to work beyond that, and I have, but that's an extra 3 or 4 phone calls. It takes an extra month to get them comfortable to come in. So I was like, you know what? I'm not changing the content. I'm not changing who I am. I still stand by all the rights, all the same. It's just I gotta play the game to be able to get people to see me. So
listen, I don't think anyone can knock you for that, man. You have to do the best that the social media. We need it as like a megaphone to get the message out there. You got to do the best you could do if they're if they're screening you, ghosting you, whatever it is for that, man, Walter, I don't know what you're going to do with Safety Harbor Firearms. I say you call it Safety Harbor P-Tossers.
Well, technically,
He doesn't like that.
My license is SHF Inc.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's what I call Walter. A lot of times when we're doing this on YouTube, Kevin, to your point, a lot of times when we're doing this, I put Walter from SHF or something like that because I know they've been like any video we do with Walter, they've been smacking upside the head.
Yeah.
So
because of firearms in this title, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that going on. Listen, let me see who sent this. Special K sent this. You're gonna have to look at the replay to see this. Let me see if I could throw it up there. Boom. There you go. He sent this in for Kevin Dixie. I'm going to describe it to you, Kevin Dixie. It is basically a naked, what is the name of this comedian with the big afro? The white guy with the big afro that was in Talladega Nights. He's basically naked with some socks on and a basketball on a bearskin rug in front of the fireplace. And that's for you, Kevin Dixie. That's for you.
Jesus.
I hope you enjoy that. That's for you. You'll have to look. The people can see it. The people out there can see it. I'm going to leave it up there for a few more seconds so everyone gets a nice little gander of it. Okay.
Oh, come on. Will Ferrell with a
I don't know if you could see that yet, but
how do you not know who Will Ferrell is?
Will Ferrell. There you go, Will Ferrell. I'm throwing it up
Oh,
here so you can
God.
see it. There you
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
go. I forgot his name. Will Ferrell. There you go.
that's a good one. All right, boy. I tell you what, everybody on fire tonight. Okay, that's a good one.
These people, they come armed.
I see.
Yeah.
The internet is undefeated.
Yeah. So let me see. Let's start with what you guys were up to. What were you up to? Oh, wait a second, Kevin. I got to do this before we forget. I must do this right now. Let me see if I can lock in Walter here somehow. Let's lock Walter in. Walter, happy birthday to Pegalicious Keller.
Oh my, significant other, yeah.
Happy birthday to her. Yeah. Is she gonna come on so we can say happy birthday, or we don't get to?
Don't count on it.
Oh, all right. So happy birthday to Peggy out there, everyone. Thanks so much, Peggy, for allowing Walter to come on the show, even on your birthday. We appreciate it.
I did make sure it was cool.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't get in trouble.
It was cleared by the CEO.
Yes. Okay. And also, let's see. So what were you up to this weekend, Walter? Did you guys celebrate this weekend, or are you celebrating tonight? You got a bearskin rug in your future?
I don't need no bearskin rug. You know.
Okay. Oh, you are the bearskin rug.
The weekend. Well, I saw Babyface P over the weekend. He stopped by.
Mm-hmm.
Delivered some stuff. We did some trading and swap, and he bought a welder from me.
Yeah. Very nice.
I
saw it. I was actually at his house today.
Him and his significant other.
Okay. Nice.
Then we went to Hooters, had a little lunch.
Of course.
And
Hooters.
Then he went along on his way.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I didn't do anything too earth-shattering over the weekend. Just some minor things here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of calm weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is
Cool.
good.
That's good. Yeah. You gotta take it easy. The calm before the storm.
Got up late on Saturday. You know.
Yeah. It was raining in Florida. I don't know. I'm assuming it was raining where you were. It was raining all weekend here. So.
Yeah. Well, yesterday wasn't bad here.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was telling me it was still raining up near him.
Yeah.
Off and on, but down here we had a relatively dry day yesterday. So.
Yeah. Saturday it rained all day. It rained Friday night. It rained Saturday morning. Rained in the afternoon. Rained at night. Rained into the next morning. Just rained.
The Saturday was a little yucky.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's been yucky all week, so you know.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Lots of shout-outs coming in for Peggy. What about you? Kevin Dixie? What you get up to over the weekend?
No, this weekend was kind of a dedicated weekend on Saturday to family. So it's a dang on shame, but it had been I think it was like 6 weeks before I actually just sat down with them on a full day. So with my girls. So I sat down with the wife and the daughter, and we hung out, spent all day together, just some quality time with my girls. My son was gone, so spent some time with them, and then Sunday was dedicated to the house day. So it was fixing the crap I've been promising to fix for a year. So running around with saws and
how far did
stuff.
you get down that list?
Like 2 items out of 30, but I tried.
No, that's good.
So, I got 2 items done.
That's official.
One was it was good. That was cool. So now I'm looking at and I bought some new I'm pretty sure he'll come out with a don't comment. So I bought some new rims for my truck. So that happened, and they are not super duper.
Are there pictures?
They're not Donkalicious.
Yeah,
they're not Donkalicious. Like they're just rims. Now, man, my truck is 15 years old, but it's a great truck, right? I love my truck. I won't get rid of it.
What brand truck are you rocking? What are you?
It's a Yukon Denali.
Oh, Yukon Denali.
I'm a Chevy boy.
Oh, Chevy. Okay. Okay.
So it's the only way to go, man. I don't do. So I got the Yukon, and it's a great truck. I got the 6-liter. So the 6-liter is the one that's proven to be strong. It's the one that's stood the test of time. So I refuse to get rid of it. It's a great truck, but the rims on the truck, even though they look great, I do rough things in vehicles. I buy trucks for a reason, right? Mm-hmm. The rims over time have had a couple of cracks. Finally, they've been cracked so much and repaired that between 65 and 75, the truck shakes real bad. They can't be balanced. And now all of a sudden, the air over the last 6 months, the air is constantly seeping out of the repair crack, and a new crack showed up. And I'm like, Oh Jesus! So finally, I was like, you know what? I need tires. Firestone wanted $1,300 just for the AT tires that I needed, but I wound up finding this deal where I got the tires I needed that still have like 80% tread wear on them, bigger rims, better looking rims, off of a 2017 Escalade for almost the same price the tires would have cost me out of Firestone.
Oh, okay.
I bought those instead. So that was fun going around shopping for those.
Yeah.
And meet people on strange parking lots. So I normally text people a picture of my Instagram profile before I meet them to buy stuff, just so they understand.
Yeah. Right. I
have any misunderstandings when they get there. So it works.
Brian, quick.
Speaking of, I didn't sell any wheels. I didn't buy any wheels over the weekend, but I sold a gas-powered concrete saw over the weekend.
Concrete saw?
Yeah, like these ones like they cut rebar with.
Yeah.
Score.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you have a concrete saw?
All right. I acquired it. Somebody was getting rid of it and just give it to me. And it comes in handy, when you got to cut a roof off a car or.
When you have to cut into a bank, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. But anyways, it was just sitting, and it's been sitting for a year, and so I said, you know what, I'm gonna. Wait a minute, she's sneaking up on me. Jesus, tickling me.
There
too.
You go. So happy birthday, Peggy! Happy birthday! Everyone's sending you birthday love.
Second here. Boom. Say it again.
Yeah. Everyone's sending you birthday love, Peggy.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Yes, from all the people out in the internet world.
Yeah.
Candy lady.
So 25. Wow, you've come so far.
Yeah,
25. Yeah, Walter, old Walter's robbing the cradle.
Actually, it was 25.
We met?
I think
I was 24.
24.
Oh, wow. Oh. Okay. And Walter was 154 back then?
I'm a time traveler,
yeah. So, did you have fun for your birthday?
I went to work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was in the shop.
Oh, okay.
What'd you get for your birthday?
I actually purchased my own gifts because it's easier for me to do that. Free and stuff.
Yeah, so. It's hard to. Okay. Yeah, after you have everything, it's hard to get.
Oh, look at that! Look at that shameless plug. Okay.
Yeah. Ronald Hot Boy gave us a couple of bucks. He says happy birthday. Kathleen Music Lover says happy birthday. Lots of birthday love out there, Peggy.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
No, we plan on doing some celebrating this weekend because we'll be in New Orleans for my nephew's wedding.
Oh, okay. New Orleans.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, we'll do something there instead of. I mean, how many times can you go to the same place here? So.
It depends with it. Yeah. I mentioned my brother. Apparently, I just talked to him. He's on duty. He's a fireman there. He's a chief, so he gets to be able to go off wherever he kind of wants during when he's on duty. He's out having dinner with his son. And I said, and I was about to say, have a margarita for me, but I went, no, you're on duty. Don't have a margarita for me.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely not. No.
So I told him he can have one with me when we come.
Oh, okay. So. All right. Cool. All right. Well, enjoy when you go down there. We'll we'll try to give Walter some tips before we end the show tonight. Hopefully.
Tips.
Yeah, we'll try to give him some motivational support.
Oh, that's okay. He kept me up a little bit last night, so.
Okay. All right. There you go. Good. Yeah.
All right. See you.
She's going. All right.
You got to try to embarrass Walter as much as possible. Make sure you handle your business, Walter.
Every chance I get, my friend.
Yeah. Make sure you handle your business. If you don't have a fireplace, you can get one of those apps on your TV.
Make believe.
Yeah, you can make believe it's a fireplace. All right, cool. So there we go. That's the weekend out of the way here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing. It wasn't quite the weekend. Did you guys see which is kind of funny. You see the viral video that I put out about the double barrel magazine extended clips?
No. Is that on?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
That's on the real NLC?
Yeah. Well, it's not on the YouTube page. It's on the Instagram page.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even know that thing. I put that out Friday. Was it? Well, it was last Friday. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it took off and went viral with the lady saying double barrel magazine extended clips.
What lady is this?
A retired Los Angeles police sergeant Cheryl, and I'm trying to remember her last name, but she put out, she did an interview, and during the interview, she was saying, talking about gun control, and she stated that one of the big problems with firearms is the fact that you can get bullets that go through Armory. That's what she said.
Armory?
Bullets that go through Armory that police officers wear. I didn't know they wore an entire building on them, but that's cool. The Armory that police officers wear, and double-barrel magazine extended clips. She said it with a look on her face like, it's so disgusting that you can get a double-barrel magazine extended clip. Now, after listening to it 20 times, I'm like, oh, she's talking about drum mags. But it's the fact that you didn't call it that. You called it a double-barrel magazine extended clip. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to make a video about you. So I put a little 40-some second thing together, and it shot off.
So I'm throwing this up now. Is this the lady that has like a Brillo pad on her head?
Leave her alone. Her is nice.
Okay.
Got the whole Frederick Douglass thing going on.
And then you got the dog. Okay, that dog is cracking me up. Yeah.
Be nice now. We're gonna have to call out the people, like in England, get you arrested for being a bully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
fine.
they might.
Yeah.
They might.
All right. No, that looks funny. That does look funny.
It's a pretty good video. Pinky showing up at the end.
Yeah. Brick says she was on CNN again today. Geesh. Okay, there you go. All right. So.
Oh yeah, there it is. You're playing it.
Yeah. I was playing it. Yeah. All right. So let's see what. Let's get into this alligator thing here. Right. Let's get that out of the way. Why not? We got to do it. Man. This is Florida. There's usually Florida man. Now we got Florida gator. There we go.
Like I said, all I saw was a perfect target.
Yeah. So is this a cop that's sitting here looking at this alligator climbing over the fence? I got to figure out like who's sitting there watching this alligator climb over the fence.
I heard a woman talking. I don't know if it was a female. I saw it a couple days ago here. Somebody had shared it. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the person who shared it or I saw it from.
It says Florida woman captures image of gator scaling fence at Naval Air Station in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, yeah, that'd be Jacksonville. Yeah.
Where is the security if this gator could just get over the fence? Like, yeah.
No, that most. Well, no, I won't say that either.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna mess with no gator. Come on.
Hell no. Who? Why would you? So you can't shoot it.
No.
You just let it go where the hell it wants to go.
Yeah. I'm sure that gator's probably gone back and forward. I promise you that. That's not the first time he climbed over that fence. He did that way too easy.
He's got experience. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've talked to people here that tell me that all the time. Like, it's very tough to keep gators out of stuff.
Well, they're everywhere. I mean, you see it everywhere. You see a little pond. 9 times out of 10, there's a damn gator in it. So. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And see, this is why people like me wouldn't survive down there. Because I'm telling you right now, I would have been the guy that was standing on the other side of that fence, like, whoo, at least I'm on this side. And that damn thing would have came
over the fence.
Yeah, you see those. Greg 98K says he's training for Area 51 run. And then Richard Hughes says the same thing. Yeah. That gator's, that's Florida, man. That's Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
We got plenty of that. Let me see. There's a bunch of other things. Here's something I did want to talk to you guys about. Actually, let me put this in here. This is like a gun thing, so we'll this is something I was dealing with over the weekend, but I don't think I shared it here. Let me throw it up so you and Kevin can take a look at this. And then I'll read out the story while you guys are taking a look at this particular story. So this is in Ammo Land, everyone. And basically the headline in Ammo Land is Florida man has firearms rights taken away over mistaken identity. And basically St. Cloud, Florida, last Wednesday, Jonathan Carpenter of Osceola County, Florida, was sitting at home when a mail carrier knocked on his front door. The postal carrier had Carpenter sign for a certified letter from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. Carpenter signed for it, but he was confused because he was not expecting anything from the state. He quickly opened it and was floored. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services was notifying him that they have suspended his concealed handgun permit. On or about August 12th, 2019, in Osceola County, Florida, an injunction was entered restraining you from acts of domestic violence or acts of repeat violations. The notice read, "The letter shocked Carpenter, who's never had a run-in with the law." We can go on and read it here. I'll come back to some of the stuff. But basically, there were these old ladies that were living with a guy who was a pretty bad guy, and his name, I guess, was John Carpenter. That's what he gave to them. And the guy was selling drugs, threatened them, had a gun, all that kind of stuff. So they reported him to the police. The police couldn't find him in the regular databases, so they went to the CCW database and found a John Carpenter and sent him this notice. And when he goes down to deal with it, the people at the county said, well, okay, if you go talk to the sheriffs, they'll probably take care of that. When he went to the sheriffs were like, yeah, you got to give us your CCW and give up your guns, and you can't do anything about this until the lady comes up and says, that's not you, basically. So yeah, it's this thing's going on, and actually someone he's related to someone who's always here on the show with us, Michael Bender. I think it's his son-in-law. Mike will clue us in on that. He's also a Marine, and this was definitely a mistake. They know they made a mistake. The other person has a complete different body type, height, weight, all that kind of stuff. And now he's trying to deal with this. Amoland, of course, wrote this. I think the GOA is checking up on it. They have a GoFundMe, which I put a link to it in the description of this video because they may have to get lawyers. I was checking up with them today, and they told me that the sheriff's department is trying to clear it up, but I haven't gotten any. I haven't gotten news back saying that they have cleared it up yet. So, what do you think about this, Kevin Dixie?
Okay, so first of all, this is another reason why ERPO or red flag laws, however you want to name the infringement, whatever you want to call it, it's another reason why it's horrible. That's the first thing. It's just another example. I believe that if you pluck some of the things out of the article, and I have read this one before, I read this a couple of days ago. If you pluck things out of the article, what you have to understand is there was no due process. That was not there, right? He was never notified before his rights were suspended. So that shows you that due process is definitely not something that's considered a priority in these situations. Another thing that you have to yank from it is the bold-faced lie or the lack of ability to perform their duties the sheriff's department is displaying. Let me tell you how things work inside a police department. Somebody comes and files a complaint against so-and-so or so forth, right? There are all kind of ways we can verify who an individual is. The first thing you're going to do is ask the person to show you a picture of the individual that assaulted them. Let's make sure we have the right guy. So I'm going to pull up this person. I'm going to show you a picture. Is that him? Yay or nay? Right.
So you're saying if they looked at the CCW record, they would have a picture of at least the person who they're claiming it is.
Correct, but not even of the CCW record, which is in the Florida database. You also can pull up the criminal history of all the names that guy had, the Jonathan Edwards, whatever. You can pull up the history of everybody in the state that goes by that name, print out the mug shots, and show them to her.
Or driver's license photos too.
Yeah.
So the driver's to let her pick out the right individual. You're going by a common name. Nothing about his name is unique. No. So you're going by a common name. Even if they got through all those processes and dropped the ball, once he showed up at the sheriff's department, that is a APHIS check, and that's with your fingerprints, right? That is an APHIS check to verify identity. Right? You can pull up NICS and you can pull up whatever AS400 system Florida has. You can pull up those records and you can verify last known addresses. So she said she was living with him and his girlfriend, renting a room. We'll check this guy and see if he's ever had an address at that location. There are all kind of things you could have done immediately, right? I could do a complete scrub of somebody if I had time to focus in 45
If you're the police...
Right, I can do a complete scrub of them.
Yeah,
so they got LE Web, they got NICS, they got whatever AS400 system they got. They could have did that. They got APHIS, they got live scan. They could have did all those things. Instead, you tell the man to surrender his guns, and then you got to go to court to prove that you deserve your stuff back. No. I'm not even going to court to prove I deserve. So you know what's going to happen? He's going to go to court to say, yeah, I should have my stuff. Then the judge is going to say, well, I'm not here to hear a case about wrongful identification. So you're going to have to set another court date to go talk to somebody about that, right? And they're going to run this man around the ringer. So I'm glad GOA stepped in because this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It is. Walter, go ahead.
There's a time for lawyers, and that's a time for lawyers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
and lawsuit, and because you've been hurt, man. You know, when
Yeah.
somebody accuses you of something, and somebody should pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
We by the way, Babyface and I did a video of this that's up on the channel, and what these guys are saying, I 100% agree with you guys. Like, what the hell kind of world are we living in? Can people just throw a name out there and then it's like, oh, whoever we catch with this name, we're blocking them?
You know, let me tell you a really it's so super quick, a real quick story. I just had a buddy. I got a text message on my phone about 4 days ago, and 2 individuals had a conflict, right? A small conflict. It wasn't even like threats. It was like, you suck, no I don't, you suck. That kind of thing, right? Mm-hmm. The guy in frustration tells my buddy, oh, you know what I'm going to do to get back at him? I'm going to file one of those red flag things because I know he likes his guns. Had nothing to do with guns. Nobody was threatened. It was just like, you suck. Oh, no, you suck. That was it. And next thing you know, his first thought was, oh, but you love your guns. I know I can get you. I can red flag you. So my buddy sent me that, and he was steaming. And I'm like, see, that's the problem. Mm-hmm. That's the problem. So people are immediately going to use it as a tool of revenge and a reason to infringe on people.
Yeah,
it's weaponized.
Yeah,
it's a weapon. Mm-hmm. And then so what happens when you go to meet that politician you don't like, and you tell him that he sucks and everything else? Next thing you know.
Yeah.
What did Trump say about Kumo?
Oh yeah, he's crazy. You know, he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't. No, he doesn't need it. He doesn't need weapons. Oh my God, should he be red flagged? But that's exactly how it will go in every community around the country.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they'll be more than happy to come grab your stuff.
Right, and also as Trump said before, you know, the famous line, "Forget about due process, just get the guns first." This is what these guys are engaging in here, and it's like swatting, right? I think if we've all seen or known people that have been swatted, this is just going to be another version of that, like you're saying, Kevin. That someone doesn't like you, they're like, oh, I'm going to throw this thing out there, and then these people will have to spend a lot of time, energy trying to sort it out, if they can even sort it out, right?
Yeah, because how long? And look, what people need to realize is, because there were some people that were debating the point. And I don't know if they were playing devil's advocate or they really believe this, debating the point that, well, if you do get identified wrong or you're falsely accused, the police department will turn your guns right back over. Let me explain to people how police departments work. First of all, police departments are not storage facilities. First off, right? Mm-hmm. They have crime labs that hold certain things, but crime labs then get sent off to a storage facility or things are destroyed because there is not an unlimited amount of space. They don't have room to store guns, right? Mm-hmm. So you might have, I don't know, 15, 20 guns stored there for whatever various reasons, but they're not storage facilities. What's going to happen? Mm-hmm. You're going to have another aftermath of Hurricane Katrina when guns were lost. Mm-hmm. That's what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. Guns are going to be lost, or worst case, well, I don't know if it's worse or better, but they'll turn them over and they'll start selling them at their auctions.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because that's what a lot of police departments do around the country, right? To get your stuff, they're thinking about money. They'll sort everything out later. If you could do that, I don't even know if there's actually any kind of process for getting your stuff back from the government once they get their hands on it.
We don't have time for that, Hank Strange. You know that.
Along those, go ahead.
This is too important.
Yeah.
You know, like your health care, right? You can go to your doctor, right? You can go see your doctor.
Yeah. Well, that can be pushed a long, long way once we start throwing away people's rights and all that kind of stuff. You know, we could take that a long way. So now, along the same lines as this, I don't know if you guys heard of this guy. There were these guys in California that got their magazines taken away from them. And I just sent you guys a link to the video. One of these guys here is making a video. I think his name is G Money. Basically, he's talking about how him and his friends, this sheriff pulled him over or something like that in California and found these magazines and said, yeah, you guys can't have these magazines. They were trying to explain that they got these magazines during Freedom Week, and that these magazines, 30 rounds and all that, were legal in California. They got it legally. The sheriff didn't want to hear it. He took their magazines from them, right? Then when they went to and gave them a summons, right? So when they went to court, they were like, yeah, this sheriff didn't even put this in. So there's nothing here. He didn't even file this. So then they're like, okay, well, we want our magazines back because we paid for that during Freedom Week. It was cost us more money and all that kind of stuff. They finally tracked down the crime lab, like Kevin was saying, where this stuff is supposed to be. And the cops in there are like, yeah, we can't give these things to you. They're illegal. Which they're not. You know, in California, these things are legal. But, of course, the cops in that place have no clue what the law is. The sheriff had no clue what the law was. He just took these people's property, and now they're not going to get it back. Because in order to get it back now, they have to go get lawyers. The cost of the lawyers doesn't equal the cost of the magazines.
Yeah, but that's not the point. You have to do it. They have to pay a price. I mean, and it's unfortunate because then the county will pay a price wherever it's at. But those people need to pay a price. And unfortunately, because someone I know's someone in my wife's side of the family was a policeman for 50 years, and he thinks the stuff that I sell, some of it's illegal. Yeah. And I said, no, it's not. It's legal. There's people right in your neighborhood that have some of my guns. Mm-hmm. They're illegal. No, they're not. They're illegal. We went back and forth. AOW shotguns, little shotguns. Yeah. And stuff. So no clue about anything to do with the law. It's all about perceptions. That's a short barrel. It's illegal. Yeah. It's like, so it's the same thing with those policemen. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. If they don't know the law, but for whatever reason, run into them. But they're out there enforcing the law. That they don't know. They're enforcing their law.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Right. And you don't do that in my county. It used to be like that with getting the sign-offs for Class 3 stuff. You had to go get a LE sign-off. Mm-hmm. And then the sheriffs would say, well, you're not having that in my county. Yeah. And it's like, well, who the fuck are you? It's not your county, buddy. Yeah. But nevertheless, that went away, and now they're trying to bring that back, actually. So.
Applebite says Walter's right. They'll keep taking people's stuff until someone stands up to them. Apparently you could just make up whatever laws, do whatever you want to do. People have to sort it out. Yeah. I think we're going to see more and more of this as time goes forward here, guys.
Well, unfortunately, it's nothing new. It's been going on for a long time. It's just, sometimes it happens and nothing happens. People just go, oh, well, they're $100 worth of magazines. But,
if it's my $100.
Well, everybody doesn't have $100 to throw away.
Yeah.
So, you got to push back. I mean, you just can't let them stomp on your stuff.
Yeah. We're seeing this kind of stuff happen more and more and more. And I think, like you're saying, Walter, when our solution to everything is, you know what? In order to make you feel safer, we're going to take away your freedom. That's okay. That's all right. You're losing freedom, but you feel safer, don't you? Man. Yeah.
I got to tie this thing down. It might get up and run off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's so dangerous.
It might jump into something and create havoc.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That evil thing. I mean, this is, what? Here's the thing, Kevin. I know, because I don't think you've been on since this broke recently. I mean, we've obviously had these conversations before, right?
Right.
But I don't think since all of this has really gotten crazy, what is the deal with people deciding like, oh, this person is evil? Let's say they say, okay, this guy's bad. He's a bad guy, right? In the case of this Marine here in Florida, there was someone with his name that's a bad guy, scaring old ladies, threatening them. What is the rationalization that you are going to take guns away from someone with a letter versus you're going to go get the freaking bad guy? Why are you not getting the bad guy? Am I crazy?
That's because you have people with suits and ties on that sit behind a desk and pretend that they're actually doing the right thing with your money, passing laws that they have no idea what they really do. By the time all that stuff gets passed down, it's not protection, because I think the very common sense argument is if you're a danger, why are you outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're the problem, because okay, cool, you take my guns, I just wait till you drive off and I run her over with a truck. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, why am I outside if I'm truly a danger? And here's the other thing where you can call BS on ERPO laws. So I can't speak for every state, but I'm pretty sure I'm not far off. In the state of Missouri, I live with my wife, right? So I do something she thinks is dangerous. I punch her in the face and throw her through the front door, right? She calls the police. The police can issue and will, well, not the police, the courts. She can get an emergency restraining order, okay? Mm-hmm. That restraining order right then and there is going to put a warrant out for me, mm-hmm. right? To lock me up, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To arrest me. Once they detain me, then the court can give them permission to come in and remove guns. They got to cut the safe open, whatever they got to do to get the guns out. The other reason you can call BS, so that's protecting her. The other reason you can call BS on Erpro laws is if someone calls the police on me, and let's say she's lying on me. I haven't touched her, right? Mm-hmm. So there is no emergency restraining order that can be given because she doesn't have obvious bumps, bruises, cuts, slashes. I am giving, in the state of Missouri, I am served and given notice of a court appearance. I am then, before anything is issued against me, I am then allowed to stand in front of a judge and plead my case. So I'm able to talk. I'm able to represent myself. I'm served. I show up for court. It's normally within a week, right? They can get them low as 2 days where you can show up and talk for yourself. So if you were really concerned about people harming you and being a threat, well, if they're a danger towards you, go file for a restraining order. Mm-hmm. They do get their due process. And if a judge then says, whatever, I'm not saying it's still going to go fair for you, but if a judge says whatever, then a judge at that point in time can make a decision. And that can include removing your firearms. I had a judge do this to one of my buddies a couple of years ago. He was lied on. It was on surveillance tape at a local gas station that the girl was lying on him, right? So they showed the tape in court. The judge still said, anti-gun judge in one of our counties, still said, well, I don't think that she's going to be safe after the fact you found out that she just lied on you. So because I now think that you're going to be, I now think that you're going to be a danger to her because we found out
she lied
on you, right? Because you're going to get pissed when
because he was too threatening because someone lied and pulled him into court. So now he's dangerous no matter what he does. He's
dangerous. So what she did, she didn't take any of his guns, but she actually prohibited him from buying guns for a calendar year.
Wow.
Right, and so he couldn't in the state. He could not buy a gun. So there are
he didn't do anything to this
like
person.
Literally it was on camera when a girl said she was getting beat up, and the responding police called him on the phone and said, hey, you're being lied on. Like they told him, like, you're being lied on. So this girl, for whatever reason, the gas station gave her the footage, and she went without saying what was on the footage and just went around and found a sympathetic judge. Right, and the sympathetic judge said, oh yeah, didn't even look at the tape. It was luckily in this situation, it was the cop that gave my buddy a copy of the tape that said, nah, man, that's not right, but it's not in my county, nothing I can do, but I can give you this copy of the tape. So they played it in court. And that's when the judge said, well, you know what? You're going to be a threat to her because you found out she was lying on you. So you can't buy guns for a year. He can still go around her. He can still interact with his kid. He just couldn't own guns for a year. Any new guns. Like anything to keep people from owning their guns, right? Mm-hmm. But the point of that, even though that was a gross overstep, the point of it is here, if you feel like somebody is a threat to you, there is already a process that exists that does include you having your day in court before something is passed against you.
Mm-hmm. There's processes in most places.
Yeah. So why aren't we using those processes? Why are we trying to make up new shit?
Like I said, they want to weaponize this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They want to use it as a weapon. They want to use it as a political weapon too, and that's what worries me more than the other stuff. It's
and so what do you mean in terms of a political weapon, Walt?
Well, against the people who stand up against certain folks.
Oh, okay. So that they can say,
so
hey,
if you
let's
stand up
flag
and
those
say,
guys.
hey, you guys are stealing my stuff, and you protest.
Yeah. So fear.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got the facial recognition. Yeah. You know, they don't need to talk to you at the event. I got facial recognition. Mm-hmm. They can find out who you are.
Yeah.
That's an interesting too. There's ways to throw that off too. Mm-hmm. Some really simple ways to throw facial recognition off. By the way, which is kind of strange. One of them is wear a shirt that has like license plates on it.
Really? It reads the license plates?
And it reads the license plates and thinks you're a car.
Oh. Okay.
I found that
in my case, it would read it as a semi truck. Yeah. Tractor trailer. Yeah. Really? Wow. Okay.
Well, you got no ass. How's it going to be? You got no back end, man. True. Come on.
Thanks, Walt.
Not that I was looking, but you always say you don't. So.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not even going to argue that.
Okay.
I am not even
But
going to
anyways,
argue
yeah,
that point.
it's going to be used as a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Kevin's saying, and all you gotta do is say something wrong to somebody and make them mad, and next thing you know, they're saying, well, he threatened me. He threatened me. And then you gotta prove your innocence. You're guilty before it is. You're guilty first. So bad stuff.
Yeah, this is crazy, and we're going to see more and more and more and more of this.
And I guarantee you, the legal people, the lawyers groups are all for this stuff. Why?
They're gonna make money.
It's a way for them to make more money.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because the judge ain't gonna listen to you in court, because he's a lawyer too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like going up against the doctors. Doctors don't throw doctors out.
No. We need less of these kinds of things, right? I think that we need with the police officers, it's the same kind of thing that I say. We need less police officers, better trained, better paid, and all that kind of stuff, instead of inventing reasons to have more,
more
like
things
another department, another tactical unit.
Who's going to go round up these guns? Some poor cop's going to go run these guns up, and that's going to put them sometimes in a lot of bad situations.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Kevin, did you see? I didn't even plan on talking about this. Did you see the thing in Philly that happened?
With the one guy with the felon, the drug dealer that was shooting out with cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
And in that situation, I don't know, man. That's kind of weird. I don't think we got a chance to talk about that, Walter, even though maybe we did talk about it a little bit, but we didn't get into this aspect of it. So, I think at this point everyone saw it, right? Just to recap real quick. They went to serve a drug warrant on this guy, Kevin, I think. Drug warrant?
Yep, they went to go serve a drug warrant on him, and they went inside the home, and next thing you know, you got 6 officers shot, 3 injured, and 2 were held hostage temporarily along with some other individuals, innocent individuals. Okay,
and so the police department in Philly, the police chief and all that, who do they blame for that?
It's a gun! It's a gun! It's like, come on, man!
that was like, I was like, is this real?
And
Are these cops blaming the guns for that?
This dude is like a felony on top of felony on top of felony.
He wasn't supposed to have any guns.
Well, so I heard today, I couldn't really to read up on it, but of course I was trying to keep an eye on what type of firearms he had. So somebody today told me one of the ones he had was an AR.
Okay.
And I don't know that to be true. That's what I heard. But even if that's the case, then my argument is this. How many, because ARs are the most deadly thing walking the earth. They were invented to kill people, right?
According to them.
Right. Yeah. So how many police officers, we know 6 got shot and 3 were injured from, running into stuff and falling. I think 2 were in an accident on their way there. But 6 got shot. How many of them died?
To my knowledge, none.
I guess that weapon ain't so dangerous after all, huh?
Well,
6 people got shot, nobody died, if he did, in fact, use an AR-15. So their arguments are stupid. And from what I understand, I did read this. You have a repeat offender, somebody who is not only for the drugs, has been arrested and convicted for the guns, several run-ins with the law. So first of all, they should have went in there with a better unit to get him in the first damn place.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened to the training? How can a police chief get up there and blame it on me and you?
Because it makes him feel good. It's the quick fix.
Because he sucks. That's why. Because his guys aren't trained right.
Yeah.
Or maybe they sent the wrong guys in there. Or maybe, like I said before, this dude's got to come out of that house at some point. Why don't they get him when he comes out?
He came out. He came out when they put the tear gas up in there.
But why? How does 6 cops get shot and he don't get shot? I don't get that either. Come on, man.
By that time, by then, the whole world. Remember, Walter, that got dragged out for 12 hours. The whole world was watching.
You're gonna go in on a drug warrant without your gun ready?
Oh, I'm not.
No fucking way.
It's bad training. It's bad training. That police chief should not even be there. If his guys are going in to serve a warrant or whatever it is for someone like that, okay, and they run into this kind of an issue, I'm sorry. First thing I'm thinking is training. Somebody's not trained here.
Someone hit the target, man.
Yeah. This is a bad guy. You have to know who this is. You're going in there, and it becomes a fiasco. And you know what the problem? You know what? These damn guns in America.
Yeah, what? Yeah, it's the guns. Well, what about those folks that were standing outside throwing stuff at the police? Was it guns then too?
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh
They were heckling the cops and throwing stuff at them.
Oh,
Yep.
then the cops should just pack up and leave that dude right there. Let him do whatever he's gonna do in the neighborhood if those people don't care.
And you know what? That's something I gotta say. That was the whole police community interaction is something. I just came back from California. I'm always speaking on to trying to fix it, but people have to hold themselves accountable for their actions at times. I know it's not the cool thing to do. I know it don't sound, but you know what? Guess what? We ask for better communities. And I'm not saying this guy won't change his life when he comes out of prison and help other people not make the mistakes he made. I'm not saying he won't be a good person eventually, but currently he is not making the right decisions, and he's bringing the value of the overall value of your community down. When there is a clear presence of police to go remove a repeat bad element from your community, then the last thing you should be doing, if you're not going to celebrate them being there, the last thing you should be doing is ridiculing and abusing them for being there, right? Just be neutral in the situation. So I think that was unfortunate. Now, for them to have stuff thrown at them, cursed out, so a couple of them get shoved and pushed, and it was based because people were saying, I heard rumors that they started doing all those things because they thought it was the cops that went in there and just started shooting the place up. And then those people later found out that was the guy doing all the shooting at the cops.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, sorry.
Okay.
So it's,
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
It's crazy.
all right, guys.
By the way,
gotta-
Simon's shouting us out. Simon says train. See him out there.
Oh, what's up, Simon?
Simon's out there. He says what's
keep
happening,
getting-
everyone.
People keep asking me about this kid in Walmart in Missouri.
And I'm sorry, where?
The kid in Missouri, and a couple hours from me, that went into Walmart with a plate carrier and a AR-15.
Oh, right. Yeah. Do you want to talk? Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah, I'll speak on it. Now I'm going to really, really take my time. I want you to listen to this statement very carefully. He's an idiot. Period. And it's not because you don't have a right to carry your AR, but we have to be. And he said he did it as a social experiment.
Yeah.
A week, give or take, after we just had the big Walmart travesty, you decide to put on a plate carrier. The guy had on a plate carrier.
Tragedy. I'm thinking tragedy. Sorry, yeah.
You decide to carry an AR-15 with the plate carrier, which he carried an AR-15. Well, he had an AR-15 in that one, right?
I think so. I think it was an AR from what?
Okay, it was AR. I thought. Okay.
I have to. Yeah, he had a rifle. He had a plate carrier. Yeah.
He had a rifle and a plate carrier. So this guy goes right into that same situation to do a social experiment. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm all for people having their arms, but we have to be realistic about human nature. I would have done He actually is lucky he ran into that particular fireman, because I can't promise that everybody else would have been that calm.
You would have shot him.
Yeah, so I turn around and here you are, and why it's still on the news cycle, it's fresh in everybody's mind, at a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
you come doing that, and
well, why do you want to scare people? Why are you trying to test these? Why are you trying to make this particular test?
I really think that has nothing to do with the Second Amendment at all. I think it has everything to do with these punks trying to find a reason to go viral. Period. Okay. They just want to make a video. They just want to be popular. They just want to do something extreme. It has nothing to do with guns. They just want to be popular. So, I'm going to take this rifle. I'm going to walk into a Walmart a week after that guy did it as a social experiment to see how they react.
Yeah.
Okay. And he saw how the fireman reacted, and his hands immediately went up in the air and he surrendered. So I think we have to have taste in class. I think everybody listening to this would have had the taste in class to say, you know what, I felt like carrying my rifle today in a Walmart, but you know what, 3 days ago a dude just shot up a Walmart. I think I might not do that right now.
Yeah.
Just,
Be better than that to your fellow man. By the way, SoCal Gunner gave us $20 here. He says, won't be going to public ranges with the mags I bought during Freedom Week. I've heard of people getting snitched on by other gun owners, snapping a pic of their license plate and informing police of the mags people are using.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing like a good rat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have a society full of rats.
Yeah, I think all of those things should be on the record. And when people are doing that to other, how can gun guys in the range be doing that to other gun guys?
What is this?
What is that?
This thing about you can be accused, but you can't never see who accused you.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you get red flag, they're not going to tell you who accused you.
Well,
Probably not.
You need to know. It's just like swatting, right? Whoever did that person that needs to be made public that someone did that.
Why? You can anonymously, hey man, he's got illegal magazines. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. For whatever reason, and then you get in trouble. You get the hell come down on you, and you don't know who did it.
Yeah. Atomic Bull says, "Are we sure he wasn't going to commit a shooting?" He's talking about the guy that went into the Walmart.
You know what? We can never say never, right? I mean, you never know, but I'm not even going to give him that type of credit. So in Missouri, you can open carry. That is fine. You can open carry a long gun with no problem. You could always do that here. So he didn't technically break the law. He just broke the code of decency in this particular situation. And
he yelled fire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Kevin,
okay.
Kevin muted for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. For some reason.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, there you
Am
go.
I back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I was saying was this guy he didn't break any laws. What he broke was the code of decency. And he was but in Missouri you can open carry, it's fine. So he didn't break the law. Like, he's not going to face any criminal charges.
Okay.
But he just wasn't ethical.
But what was he saying? So there in the news, are you guys hearing about why he did this other than the social
experiment?
That's it. That's all
it.
he has to say.
He wanted to test the reactions of people and study it. A social experiment.
Well, so here you are. You see this guy walking, all of a sudden you pull a gun out and you nail him.
And here's the thing, too, that 20-year-old kid doesn't realize. If that fireman wouldn't have had more poise, and he would have just fired one, hit him center mass of the cranium, who would have ever questioned it?
Mm-hmm.
Who would ever? I mean, literally, who would have investigated that? It would have been quiet on the news, because, of course, if a good guy stops if he was proven to be a mass shooter, if a good guy stops a potential mass shooter, then the news doesn't want to talk about it anyway.
Yeah,
right?
Because what are you supposed to do here? Wait for the person to actually up rifle? Yeah,
right. And then what I really like is how the people that were trying to debate with me, I had this, these people that say I'm pro-gun, but those type, was trying to debate with me. Well, a pistol is never stopped. It's never stopped an AR. I said, okay, well, you clearly ain't done enough training, brother, and you clearly ain't looked at enough information.
What was that? Just recently here, there was that shooting where the cops got the guy with the rifle. What that was?
Ohio?
Oh, is that the California one at the festival?
Oh, maybe it was Ohio when they responded. They got him with pistol.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and in this situation, it was a concealed carrier that, let's for argument's sake, stopped a potential mass shooter. So a handgun took down a rifle, and no shots were fired.
Yeah.
Right?
So
there goes that argument.
Simon Says Train says if he had received rounds to his face, he would have learned what happens when keeping it real goes wrong. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, man, that's a bad sign. Because I'm telling you, man, a few days after that, I'm not going to say I don't care how pro-gun you are, but survival instincts would have told you, like, hey, yo, 5 days ago, a dude opened up fire in a Walmart. Here I am in a Walmart parking lot, and there's a dude walking with a plate carrying rifle going in a Walmart.
Yeah. See, there's one thing to have. There's one thing to have the rifle. Second thing to have the plate carrier on, because then you're coming to play when you put the plate carrier on.
Yeah.
Right.
So you guys think he was doing something stupid like what all these people now are doing, going into Walmarts and other grocery stores and peeing on fruits or licking things and putting them back? You think he was doing that kind of nonsense, right?
I'm telling you, Hank, this kid just literally wanted to see the world go crazy. Yeah, I don't think he was going to hurt a fly. He just wanted to he wanted to be viral. He wanted to be popular. He knew he wasn't breaking the law, right? Mm-hmm. He knew that. So he just wanted to be viral. He wanted to be popular, and he wanted people to pay him some attention. He wanted to be the latest YouTube hero, the latest viral video. Had nothing to do with guns, really. It had everything to do with what can I do to be popular for the moment. He wanted his 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was an easy opportunity. Like, why did he go to Walmart? He could have went to Walgreens, right? Yeah. But he went to Walmart just to prove the point. He wanted to recreate that scene and see how people were.
So what is the punishment for that kid? I mean, are we going to get him out there doing some
hopefully his daddy took him outside by the barn and turned his backside the same color as the red barn.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. But he didn't break the law. Like, he never said he was there to incite fear or anything like that. He just said social experiment. So technically, he didn't break the law. Mm-hmm. You know, so any punishment that's rendered is probably going to have to be done at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guarantee he's on a list now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And Springfield's not that big of a town. I'm pretty sure anybody down there is not touching them with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's going to train them. Nobody's going to certify them for a concealed carry permit. Nobody's going to do any of that.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm seeing something about Irvington, New Jersey coming through the news feed. I'll have to look that up. Some kind of news coming in. I was going to pull up this thing here in New York City, and I saw, like, I had the article up, and it was saying something happened in Irvington. I'll check in on that. So I think, let me see. I'll share this with you guys again because I don't know. Kevin might not have gotten this when he came in. There was a gun bust in New York City that I'm going to share with you guys because, you know, there's not supposed to be no gun busts in New York City. Not supposed to be no guns. So check this out. NYPD gun bust seizes cache of 33 firearms in Brooklyn. So,
fake news.
Yeah, CBS New York police seized a cache of 33 firearms and one fake weapon. Let me see if I could go back. I got to reload this page here. Because, it's playing the video of the guns. You guys have to look at these guns. I mean, these are some, like, I see some bullpups up in here. Let's see. Police took to Twitter to show off 18 assault rifles, 12 hand assault rifle. That's them. I'm not saying that. 12 handguns, 2 shotguns, a rifle, and 1 imitation firearm seized from East Flatbush. I'm going to pause it right here. Or if you look at the Twitter thing, this is a little bit insane. Because this is not supposed to happen in New York, right? Not supposed to be anything like that going on here.
Well, clearly they're illegal, so. But I like how they say it's a cache of 33 guns. Don't you love it when people call things like, "Oh my God, he had a
Armory.
whole arsenal and
Arsenal,
like,
Yeah.
Oh, 33 guns, huh? Okay.
Yeah. That would be just laying around my bedroom.
Yeah. 18 ARs, 12 handguns, 2 shotgun, and a fake rifle. Let's see what we got there. Ooh, is that
was it a? I see bullpups in here. I see a Steyr I see a Tavor. I see FS2000 in this thing.
Okay.
Are you looking at these? Are you looking at these guns?
We got some nice stuff. You know, is that a UBR stock on that one? I mean, we got some nice stuff here. Okay.
Yeah, that red slide. That's from a practice gun, right? That Glock with the red slide. Is that a
I didn't get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
It went away.
Oh, okay. If you look at the Twitter thing, which is in that article, if you scroll down, you can pull up the picture. But yeah, there's I think I see is that a SCAR? No, that's what is that, ARX 100 or something like that? Yeah, there's some guns in here. But I thought this wasn't supposed to happen, Walter. What's going on here, man? What's going on with your New York peoples?
I ain't got no brothers in New York.
Them your New York people.
They all moved out of New York.
Listen, I've been saying this. First of all, in New York, you can get whatever you want. I guess nobody's following the law over there. You know, whoever this was in Brooklyn, they were definitely not following the law. It doesn't do. You know who the law's stopping? All the law-abiding, hard-working people in New York that cannot defend themselves, cannot have guns for their protection or for their enjoyment. They cannot have it. That's who's suffering.
Is there any details what sparked this bust?
No, this is just the 67th precinct just throwing this up here. I haven't seen anything. Let me see if I could pull up a little bit.
Did somebody snitch on somebody? Did he a drug dealer? Did he have termites and a termite man found?
Okay, so it says, according to the NYPD, the bus was due to work by the NYPD's Criminal Intelligence Section, Field Intelligence Officer. What the hell? This is a crime. All the freaking acronyms that they're rolling into this department. How about we the dudes that get the guns? Simple. Keep it easy.
We the popo.
Yeah. It says since June, there have been 14 incidents across the city where innocent bystanders have been hit by stray bullets. But also this is a city that was throwing water on cops.
Yeah.
You know, the other day.
They don't have any leadership in the city. That's the problem there.
I think allow the people in New York City, the law-abiding, hardworking people, to be able to defend themselves and get all the things that you're putting in their way out of their way, because you're obviously not stopping anything there. This is just one thing that they're catching right here. So
you know what? But I'm going to say something that is a problem with all gun owners. Seriously. Mm-hmm. See, we take a story like this and we're looking at the picture, right? Mm-hmm. And we should be talking about the work that the police did, but instead we're all shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that I'm shopping. I'm looking at
You're
all the
looking-
goodies on the screen like
They're melting
ooh, I
these
would
down
want
on
one of those.
Yeah, but listen, these
I'm
guns
just
are
joking.
done. These guns are done, man. They're gonna destroy
Yeah, I
these
know.
things.
That's the sad thing. Like they'll probably be melted and destroyed. Like that sucks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, some good stuff in this photo.
There's a freaking Steyr Auga FS2000. Do you know how rare FS2000s are?
Yeah,
Do
but
you
nobody wants them. They could be rare as hell, but nobody wants the damn things.
Really, Walter? You would not take a FS2000
Over what?
Oh, I'm not saying over anything. You're gonna kick a FS2000 out of bed. That's what you're
gonna
saying.
give it to me, I'll take it. But they don't make any. They don't make them anymore for a reason.
Is that a SOCOM? Do they have a SOCOM in there? Right above the AR
That's
pistol.
crazy.
I can't get it big. Is that a SOCOM?
Above the AR pistol? Hold on one second.
Above the AR pistol.
Now I have to go back to this. Hold on one.
Jeez, is that
Wait,
that's
one
a SOCOM?
sec.
Because it
Let me
looks like a
see.
SOCOM Scout.
Oh,
I need to call. Where is this, Flatbush? I'm pretty.
you
they
got
take
some
bribes.
peeps. You got some peeps over there. Yeah, they probably do. It's New York City. The cops
Yeah.
sell guns, man. The cops sell guns to bad guys over there.
Mhm.
So let me see. You said this is above the AR
Yeah,
pistol.
it's real tiny on my screen, so I can't tell. But if you look at the AR pistol toward the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
the one that's immediately above the handguard
shotgun?
of the AR pistol. It's no, that's below the shotgun.
Oh, below the shotgun.
It's below the shotgun and above the AR pistol, right in the middle.
Oh, okay. Huh. And what is it you think you're looking
I'm
at?
asking, is that a Scout? I can't see it.
Oh,
Looks like a Scout.
with the scope on it?
Nope, no scope.
No scope.
Look to the right.
To the right. Yeah.
So
almost-
there's only.
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry.
There's another AR pistol. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong
look toward
AR
the bottom.
pistol.
Yeah, AR pistol toward the bottom, and then look right above it to the right.
Right above it to the right. Is that a Uzi?
No, not a Uzi. Where the hell are you at?
I can see an Uzi. There's a.
No. Come down to the other AR pistol. Come down. By the regular handguns.
Okay. Regular handguns, AR pistol.
See the AR pistol down there with the regular handguns?
Yeah.
Okay, now the one right above it.
Right above it is.
Oh, shit.
Oh, right above that looks like I see some kind of bolt action over there. I don't know what you're looking at, man. Or I'm looking at the wrong thing. Or this is flipped or something like that. Yeah. There's a scar right up top. I see a scar, and then right up top I also see a Chris Vector. You know.
I mean, they got some. I mean, these. Ooh, they got some. This is pretty. This is one of the best seizures I've seen. Some
Yeah,
pretty
that's
stuff.
That's pretty good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone has some high taste.
It is. See, somebody said it's a SOCOM 2. I thought it was a
SOCOM
SOCOM
2. Okay.
I was like,
So,
I
alright.
kind of was like, yeah, it kind of looks like a 16-inch boy there.
yeah.
Yep. That's a good gun.
Yeah. It's I don't know, man.
What?
New York City is a crazy place. Crazy place. Let's see this. So you guys heard about the so obviously we were just talking about that thing in Walmart, right? So this is in the Truth About Guns. Walmart CEO supports common sense gun control.
Oh, he's a fucking idiot.
So Walmart wants to
Sorry,
go
my,
this
my French, but
Yeah. Walmart wants to go the Dick's route. The article says Dick's Sporting Goods should serve as a giant warning sign of the perils of practicing corporate gun control advocacy to the tune of $150 million, and Levi's and Delta Airlines $40 million annually. Now Walmart CEO is making noises that sounds like he wants to sail those same perilous seas too, signaling his company's support for common sense gun control.
And the Walmart customer base is a little more primitive than Dick's
Yeah.
Sporting Goods. So
Yeah.
just be aware there, CEO. You could suffer profits down.
Yeah.
But then again, it's hard to. Some people can't go anywhere else besides Walmart. So
Yeah.
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 You know, Walmart is. I hope he's just making a statement to, even though I disagree with the statement 100%. I hope he's just making one because he felt, he had to say something. He doesn't really have any action behind it. Lord
We
forbid.
have to do something.
Yeah,
We have
just
to
something,
do
and then he goes back to playing. Because I mean, we're talking about an Arkansas boy, right? So hopefully,
So was Bill Clinton.
no, you got a point there. Damn it!
Yeah.
Damn it!
When politics and money comes in, it don't matter what kind of boy you are.
Mm.
yeah, sure.
Bill Clinton hasn't been from Arkansas in a long time, people.
Yeah, but
No, I feel you. I know exactly where you're coming from. I'm just saying,
yeah, he got the direct flight right from Arkansas to Pedophile Island.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm looking up some other stuff. This has been out there for a while. It's now Senate Democrat versus Supreme Court over gun control. You guys have seen this, right? This is also in the Truth About Guns.
It's saying that the Supreme Court needs to get their act together?
Well, it says we've covered New York Senate Rifle and Pistol Association versus City of New York quite a bit. In this column, there have been twists and turns along the way, but if you thought it was dramatic before, you ain't seen nothing yet. Led by Rhode Island's Sheldon Whitehouse, a group of Senate Democrats filed a brief transparently threatening the Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah.
This just isn't my language either. A piece at the Leftist Think Progress lauds the brief as a declaration of war on the court. The brief basically condemns the court for doing its job and ruling on matters of public significance where Congress has overstepped its constitutional limitations. The group of senators is basically suggesting that if the court doesn't heal itself, their actual words, that once able, they'll put an FDR packing the court, they'll pull an FDR and pack the court, reestablishing a liberal majority. So basically, Democrats are saying, hey, if and they're trying to scare the Supreme Court because there's some people up there that are kind of punks. On the Supreme Court,
all they're saying is we're not getting our way. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, if we don't get our way, we'll pack the Supreme Court. Yeah.
FDR tried to pack the court too, and I don't think it worked.
So do you think that's empty threats?
Yeah, they can't do nothing. They're not going to do nothing.
Okay. What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I just think they're just talking.
Oh, okay.
You can't take everything they say and get all flustered about it. It's a diversion tactic, okay? There's a lot of stuff that's going to come out here pretty soon from the the different things the investigations going on about the whole Russia thing. And as soon as that happens, you're going to hear all kinds of weird shit trying to divert it away from that.
Oh, from the Russia thing? Oh, really?
Yeah.
What are you hearing?
Yeah. Well, not the Attorney General, but I guess there's two separate investigations going on about who did what, illegally and all that stuff. And those are not very. The Democrats are trying to push that back so it happens after the election, but it's going to happen before the election. So. The investigations into the investigation and such, and the allegations
So you think they're going to keep pushing this back all the way up to the elections? I mean, I would think at some point they would just.
Well, no, they're supposed to come out with these reports way before the election. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be full diversion time once that happens. It's like the thing about the two Congress, Omar and Talib or whatever her name is.
Oh, going to Israel.
Not being able to go see Granny in Israel. Whoosh. I guess she was emotionally upset about it. Oh, poor thing.
Okay.
Come on.
When they go to Israel, why don't we just let them go to Israel and then close the border?
No. Would you, if you were in a country like Israel, would you want those two troublemakers showing up on your border? What? Why you want the trouble? They're not there to hug and kiss and make friends with the Israelis.
But I would rather Israel has them than America. They can go off to Israel.
I'd rather they. Anyways. But yeah, no, she was upset because did you see that picture of her grandmother?
No.
Her grandmother looks like a dude. Sorry.
Okay.
I can say they showed this picture of this woman. I guess it's a woman, and I swear it was a dude. I wasn't the only person that thought it too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she's all upset now that they won't let her in.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. Was she? When's the last
that is a publicity stunt.
I'd like to ask her the last time she went to see Granny in Israel.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a publicity stunt. By the way, shout out to John Crump over at Ammo Land. He wrote that article that we were talking about earlier. So thanks to him for checking out that whole situation, writing that article. Of course, he's at he's running the Virginia GOA. So shout out to John. I see him out there in the chat. Let's see. I'm trying to look through. Kevin, did you have some stuff you want to talk? How's the truth selling?
Truth is doing good, man.
Did we sell out all the truths yet?
We're not out. We're down to 15 left.
Okay.
No, might be 20. About half.
Okay.
Up in that ballpark.
Did the Hank Strange situation sell enough truths to get a special truthized high point? Did we accomplish that yet?
Well, first of all, look, you got 3. You did get 3, but you haven't got any. You got 3, and then you stopped. You've been stalling out, brother.
Come on, people, get these truths so we can get the high point truth. We're gonna get the yeet cannon truth from Kevin Dixie. What's wrong with you people?
As soon as I get my laser, man.
But we did. There was a one that just came out. I haven't got a chance to do a lot of promotion for it. Not a big deal. It's just the all black one. People have a thing for all black, so let me show you that one.
All right, hold on. Let me take
And
my
my guns
face
are
off.
loaded, so yes, it's
Boom.
loaded.
Always in danger mode. Kevin,
Yeah,
danger mode Dixie.
I'll take that one.
Okay.
Here is the all black truth.
All right. The all black truth. This is like the Wesley Snipes truth.
Yeah, well, you can call it that. So yeah, this is the pure black, just with the red safety shoe on the trigger.
Okay, cool. Okay. I like it. Yeah. It's it's low profile, but I like that actually.
Yeah, a lot of people actually the black when people knew they could get it. I mean, about 5 people ordered it right away.
So is there any cost savings for getting the all black truth?
Actually, the all black one's $100 cheaper.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yep.
All right.
Less coat, less labor, so it's $100 cheaper.
Okay. All right.
Yep. So you have the all black one. This is nice, but the truths are doing well. We have something really cool happening with them with the guns here soon. It's been nice to see people starting to get them. We were a little bit behind in manufacturing, but it's catching up now. So it's nice to start seeing people getting theirs and going to the range and putting rounds through them. I got one guy that's got just several hundred rounds through his, but it's loving every minute of it. He says he can't put it down. Although every single gun that's sold has been awesome, I think the one that kind of stands out above the rest is the guy who bought the truth, who hated guns before he bought it, like was anti-gun.
Really?
Yeah. And then he saw the history lesson behind it.
Yeah.
And was like, how can I not get behind that? So he ordered this, and now he's trying to find somebody locally to teach him how to shoot it. Never even shot a gun.
Oh, cool. Where is he?
He is in, what state is that guy in? It's not,
Yeah.
Nope, Mass. It's not Washington State. What state? That is Georgia? Yeah, I think that was in Georgia.
He's in Georgia. I think there's plenty of people that will be more than happy.
Oh yeah, he was like,
Teach
well,
him.
I'm gonna find one of these local guys to teach me that I trust, because it was. He's starting to follow gun channels now, so I'm gonna be very careful about what I say, because I don't want him to see this and he's be like, I trusted you. But because I told him I would never put his name out there.
Oh, okay.
That's the trust. But he, I gave him a couple of ways to find people and ways to Google, and of course I know like Ken Scott's in Georgia.
Yeah, the IV-88 guys are in Georgia.
There's plenty of guys you can look up, plenty of people you can follow,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they'll help you out. They're local. And he was like, all right, I'll do my research real nice. And he was like, but I'm not promising you I'm going to be friends with all you gun guys, but I do like the gun and I'll learn how to use it. So I'm like, yeah, you say that until you actually get in front of somebody.
Yeah.
Then once he gets to talking to us and,
Yeah.
and communicating, he'll be friends. So the truth won over a heart.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, it's a gateway drug to freedom, man. Richard Hughes says the all black truth should be $100 more.
Richard,
You're welcome to pay $100 extra.
But that's because he probably really likes the all black.
Walter wants to know: is there all white truth? Okay.
I did not say that, by the way.
Walter,
I actually had not thought that at all.
Not only is there not an all white truth, I don't think I will ever make a white gun. I don't see the point of owning a white gun, man. Like the AUG, I get it. Like I've seen some all white AUGs and people like become fantasized with those. But it's you shooting, you get dirty, the gun gets dirty, you have to clean it like right away because it's all white. You got to clean it right away.
Yeah, but there's a purpose to it. It's called snow camouflage.
And
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Hank Strange in Florida here. How many times you can...
So yeah, but the truth are doing good, man. Thanks for asking. They are have caught a lot less slack than I thought. I really thought they were going to catch a lot of slack. They had a little bit of rumblings, but mainly people when they listen to the stories are kind of like, yeah, all right. I did go full Bleezes, if you want to say that, at SOE here recently a few months ago. I did a presentation with down at SOE of it. And we really, me and John really clicked, and I put it out there and presented it to the guys, and I had a lot of people saying, I never knew half of the stuff you were saying.
Oh.
Like, what? And I let everybody prove that it can perform and stuff like that.
How long was their lecture? That's what I want to know. It better
was
be
really
longer
nice.
than mine.
It was only like 26 minutes.
Oh, that's a violation. I had
No.
I had to sit through longer than that. So I'm sorry.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
has to go. Everybody has to
But
get more of a
you know what,
lecture
man?
than I had to get.
I think I'm one of those people that I've dealt with the fact that when I do stuff like that, it's going to be a little wordy because I can't explain to you what I'm trying to get across in 60 seconds.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I mean?
Richard Hughes says stormtroopers. They need the white guns. John Crump says that's racist. Kevin Dixie, you don't want to do the white. You don't want to do the white.
I can't be.
Just listen. Here's what you call it: the white guilt truth, or something like that.
That's what this can be.
What's that, Walt? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
45 high point.
That's all. That's all you gotta do, Walt.
White guilt.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's all you gotta do.
right.
That's all you got. Okay, so Kevin Dixie, this is official. No one can get a white version, huh?
No, we're not making white guns. Don't y'all got enough stuff, man? Shit.
No.
You know how dirty that you make a white case and a white gun and white.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah,
It'd be
that would
nasty dirty the first time you take it out.
You wouldn't be able to shoot.
yeah. Billy Billy Phoenix
White.
says LMAO, white guns matter.
White guns matter.
Somebody's gonna do that, and then Maj is gonna be like, okay, all right, mofo. There you go. White guns matter.
How do you respond when people who don't think black people should own guns because of black on black crime? There's no such thing as black on black crime. It's called crime. That's how I respond to that. That was a question that was asked in the chat. I did a whole video about that. If you want to listen to my response to that, there's a video on my YouTube channel called Perception. The Patriots, the lost tool in the Patriots arsenal. But if you go on my channel, you'll see the video, and I talk about that for a couple of minutes about there's no such thing as black on black crime. It's just called crime.
Well, and anyone who thinks that whatever problem they think that exists, right? Whatever you want to call it, and they think the solution to that is for black people to not have something, those people have serious problems. They don't need to live on the planet with the rest of us.
You know, one thing I told folks was this: even when it comes down to like when Kumo put out when the video of him arguing with the guy, you guys seen that video with him going back and forth with the dude about calling him Frito?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cuomo. Cuomo. It's called Cuomo.
Yeah. Cuomo.
I'm like,
Kumo,
who is
Kumo?
Yeah,
Kumo.
Is
That
Kumo?
guy.
Is Kumo? Was Kumo in Wakanda? I didn't.
But
Cuomo. Yeah. Okay.
Cuomo. That dude. When you're a New Yorker, you know how to say all those fancy.
That's a fancy word now, Walter. Okay, I'm listening.
But when he
when he said he was going to throw the guy, when Cuomo said he was going to throw the guy down the steps and all that.
Yeah, you know, when that whole video came out, and I'm like, okay. So when Trump tweeted what he tweeted, and people were saying, you know, this is an example about how I could go bad, I put out a video about it as well. I'm like, yeah, that's true. And so when people were like, you know, going back and forth about it, and I don't just jump out there and say it, I wait for it to come up in conversation. And it did. It was like, well, what does that have to do with people in poor communities? They didn't say black, just said poor. I'm like, okay, well, the conversation went on, and then it got to a color barrier in a positive way. And I was like, look, we've been cracking jokes on Barbecue Betty. Remember the woman that called the cops on the people for barbecuing? A Permit Patty that called the police on a young black girl for selling I think it was water or lemonade outside an apartment building. So people are calling the police on you for no reason. Imagine them having the power to now call the police on you and say, there is this person outside, whether they say black or whatever, but there's this, let's just say black. There's this black dude outside with a gun. Now, if they're calling the police on you because you're barbecuing and because you're selling water, now you want to give them the power to have a law in place where they can call. How does it work out when the police think that you have a gun now?
Yeah.
So you want to empower people to be able to yell that through the airwaves to the 911 dispatcher that then communicates with the cops that they're pulling up on scene with a guy with a gun, because by law they should be able to call and just say that, right? Because you're a concern now. So to me, it's all dumb and stupid. And that's why I tell people that's an example about how laws will be exercised in the communities that can't afford things like lawyers.
But how
can
so how can people out there who claim that there's people being racist to black people? Okay, they're being racist to black people, and these people who are saying that, which I'm not saying that there's not racism, right? We're all doing that to each other. 100%. But the people who are saying, hey, you know, there's all this racism against black people, and then there's this black on black violence, and how we're going to solve it is we're not going to allow the black people to have guns. You're being racist to those black people by saying they're subhuman. They can't have something that everyone else can have for their own betterment. They're like your pets or something like that, you know? That kind of that drives me insane. It's like in Django Unchained. I don't know if you ever saw that movie, Django Unchained.
Oh, hell yeah.
It makes me mad because the dude in there said, I feel responsible for you because I gave you your freedom. What the hell is that? No one gives anybody any kind of freedom. You fight for freedom every freaking day.
I think that when people say stuff like that, they don't realize and I think the key word you used was subhuman, right? So when you are going to tell somebody that they don't, I call it the Bloomberg effect, because I think he was the first person to step with clout to say it out loud, saying that a black man can't be trusted with guns. That's why we have to take them. Mm-hmm. You are showing just how much of an idiot you are, because to think that because the color of somebody's skin dictates them being trustworthy of having a means of protection, what you're basically saying is your life is not valuable to protect. It's not valuable enough to be protected. So figure it out another way. And then when you're going to say, well, your communities are ravished with crime, I'm like, all right, so I shouldn't be able to protect myself? No. And then for the people in the community say, well, it's all these racist people and we got to take the guns from them. Then my response to them is, okay, I like to walk right down the middle. Okay, so you feel like you're being accosted, all right, by white people now. So your answer to that is, give white men permission or write laws to allow the white police to come take your guns, which are the same white police you say now unfairly patrol your communities and treat you fair, to put you into a legal system ran by the white man that you say is unfair against minorities and blacks in general, to put you away and take the followers outside the home. But so your answer to what's happening in other communities is to disarm your community and allow the white man to run amok in your community with your permission. So that's what you're telling me? Yeah. So it's all stupid.
It's all stupid. It's insane. It's like people saying, "Oh, you know, the wealthy are controlling everything. Here's what we're gonna do. If you're Jewish, you can't have money anymore." You know, I mean, come on. It's all insanity. Everyone's victimizing everyone else. By the way, there's human on human violence. You know, there's everyone's committing violence against everyone else in terms of. It doesn't have anything to do with your skin color or anything like that. When you become broken, evil, you decide to destroy other people, take stuff that doesn't belong to you, intimidate, harass, you know, it has nothing to do with anything.
Well, I tell people all the time, you know, when they're like, you know, we have to worry about, you know, the latest thing is the rise of white terrorism. Mm-hmm. And my response to it is still civil. It's kind of like, all right, man, the last time I checked, a bullet did not ask, hey, what color is the person I'm about to penetrate? So if somebody is a threat to you, send them a gift. Period. It doesn't matter what color they are. Send them a gift. Like, how are you going to cower? And I guess for me, I also call people out on their hypocrisy. You know, you can look at this in two different ways. This country was built on violence. There's no doubt about that, right? I don't think any of us will argue that. The world,
the planet is
built on violence, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. But one thing that, and I think this is all part of the, I don't want to say the master plan, but it all works out well when you try to, you know, kind of take the testicles from men. What you are saying is, oh, when people are dangerous, we should submit to the terror. My mentality is, as a protector, as a provider, my job is to retaliate and be prepared for the terror, not to run from it, mm-hmm. right? So I don't care. And when they pull the color thing, you know, oh, well, you know, urban communities. All right, man, peep the hypocrisy. And I get tired of pointing this out to people. The last rash of gun control became really, really big when things started happening in suburbia. Or am I lying?
Mm-hmm. What time frame?
Oh, okay. Right? Mm-hmm. So you get in the 90s and then you get into the 2000s when it got really, really big. You start talking about, unfortunately, and it's sad no matter where it happens, but you talk about Sandy Hook, right? Mm-hmm. That reignited this whole thing, and then you go down the list. Virginia Tech, predominantly what? Even though it was committed by an Asian guy. The movie theaters, you know. When you look at all that, when those things became big and gun control got this real big push and Moms Demand Action came up and the mayor organization and Everytown and all these different things, all funded by Bloomberg publicly, mm-hmm. all funded by him, it's because now it's the time because it's happening in the right communities. That's why I don't get how people that aren't from those communities can even think about backing gun control. So I can lose that amount of kids in a common couple of weeks with urban cities all around the country, and it means nothing to you. But as soon as it knocks on the doorsteps of your school, now all of a sudden I need to give up my right to protection. Mm-hmm. It's stupid, right? So you need to have an open conversation about, no, these are Americans suffering. Americans are in bad situations. How do we protect Americans? But when people try to play in these, especially these politicians, they try to play the race card. That's how it bites them in the butt. And every time I ask somebody about that, that's on that side of the spear as far as being anti-gun, I'm like, can you please explain to me why gun control became rejuvenated after Sandy Hook? And it didn't, because you had years in between to really go after St. Louis, LA, Philly. You had years to really get a big push. But all of a sudden something happens in Florida. Now you're doing concerts? Mm-hmm. Now we're doing concerts. Mm-hmm. Now we want to raise all this money. Now we want to go out and get all the celebrities. So it's a falsehood, man. They just want control. And when it happened in the right communities, I think it was Dana that said, and I'm going to be paraphrasing, the tears of white mothers are media gold. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Whatever it is that pushes the buttons on the most people out there, and then they think it's time to react. Meanwhile, people are dealing with this stuff every day. And personally, regardless of who you are, when that fight comes to you and you don't have the tools because someone took them away from you to fight back and defend yourself, then that's a nightmare for you, regardless of what the skin color, race, religion, and all that kind of stuff is. Rocky Mountain Bear says, call it. We're still talking about the white gun, by the way, which you're gonna have to do the great white truth.
Man,
call it the reparation. John Crump says, call it the white privilege.
The white privilege. Should I put
on it? So you're gonna make it a high point. So you get the privilege of having a high point.
Oh boy,
is that what it is?
I don't know. I just gotta harass. I just gotta harass Kevin Dixie. That's all. He should have never said he doesn't like white guns.
Dude, I never understood him. The white AUG was the closest I ever thought about him. I'm like, ooh, white guns, man.
Why would
some of them look bad. Okay, no, all kidding aside, you guys know some guns in white look good, right? You've seen it.
Tell me one.
I've seen like Chris Vector's in all white. Those look good.
There's a Lentner Weiss with the PDW style stock that they did. It was in Recoil magazine. Mm-hmm. That didn't look too bad.
Yeah.
But
you know. CB says, can we just call it albino? Is that like a compromise? No compromising, damn it.
Boy, if I told him to Saracota all white gun, he'll lose his damn mind.
Albino.
All white.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll keep working on Kevin Dixie on that. It's gonna help. Yeah. The white truth is coming.
Yeah. Right.
It might take 20 years, but it's coming.
Yeah. Listen, I know it's out there, Kevin. You know it's true. DC2 Megaboost said Snow Patrol.
Snow Patrol. Okay, sure.
No.
Vanilla Ice. Can we call it Vanilla Ice?
No.
No. Ice Baby?
No. Hey, you know what? Don't you have an AK? How come we don't make a white AK? Don't you have a signature line AK? So why don't you do it?
It's not a signature line. It's just an AK with my logo on it. I actually happen to have that here with me, by the way.
See? Yes. So why don't we get one of those in all white?
You know what? I would do this all white snow.
Call it the Hank Cajun.
The Hank Cajun. Yeah. There you go. There's the AK right now. This is from Accutech. It's got the bull barrel on it. See that? Oh, look at that bull barrel. And then the milled receiver. Oh, yeah. There you go. I would do an all white version. I'm not like you, Kevin Dixie.
Call it the Hank White.
Yeah. Like Barry White.
Mm-hmm. You know? Yeah, I'm not cleaning it. I'm not buying a white gun. And for the main reason that you have to clean that after every shoot. I do not clean my guns after every time I shoot.
Would you wear white sneakers?
No. I do not wear all white sneakers.
What?
No. I don't. Like, I have some sneakers with that are black and white, but I don't even like buying sneakers with white soles. I try to find dark soles so I don't have to clean them as much.
So you never rock some Adidas?
No, don't get me wrong. Back in the day.
Yeah.
You know. when I would actually have time to sit down and take a toothbrush and get in there.
So remember with the Adidas, you had that bottle of like the white stuff that you could squeeze on it and the brush
and shake on it. Yeah,
you just get that for your gun. When your gun gets dirty, you just use that.
All right, who in the F cleans their tennis shoes?
Walter, you never cleaned your tennis shoes.
People used to have to do that, Walter.
I throw them in the washing machine.
All
right, let me just say this: the last time I had a pair of white, like tennis shoes. Oh hell! At one time back. Oh.
Yeah, careful! Don't date yourself.
Forever
70s.
Actually, high school, like white Nikes, the high top Nikes that were white.
Oh, okay.
They were actually leather.
They had Nikes in the 70s.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hold on. There's somebody who wants to say hi. We haven't seen her in a while.
Oh wow. Hey, what's up, Miss Thing? She's getting tall.
Put everybody so you can hear everybody. All right, talk now.
What's up?
There you go. Say hi.
Howdy.
Hi.
What's going
Want
on?
to tell everybody what you've been up to lately?
I think she's been growing.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely been growing. What do you do now?
Yeah, Kevin, you're gonna have to get a stool pretty soon.
Gymnast.
I've been in gymnastics class.
All right, cool. Nice.
So we found out that she is a legit contortionist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like, really. I'm very uncomfortable with my daughter's flexibility. Let me say that.
Oh.
You know I am. Yeah, you punch me all you
want
to.
Oh, violence.
I'm very uncomfortable with that.
That's daddy violence right there. Okay.
All right, let me throw 2 words up. Simone Biles.
Yeah.
Simone. Oh, yeah, she's great. Remember the gymnast I had you watch? We saw the video? Yeah, she really liked her.
She's Superwoman. That's Superwoman.
Yeah, she's legit. That girl is talented.
Yeah.
So, you enjoying the 3rd grade so far?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, so give me some kisses. Love you.
Yeah. Yeah, she's getting tall, man. I'm sure all the kids are getting tall now.
Yeah. Donovan is now D-Love, as he likes to be called. Is now he's 5 foot. From 5 foot 10 and a half, wears a size 13.
Oh, he's double D's. I forgot about that. Wow.
Size 13. So he literally, you know how your shoes get a little aged, and I was going through my room. He walks up to me like, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna need some new shoes for school." I'm like, "All right," because they wear uniforms. So he's like, so you have to be fresh with your shoes. That's how you show your difference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "All right." We go to the store. I was like, "I'm gonna pick you up something, man. Don't worry about it. I know what size you wear." So I go pick him up a 11 and a half. Nope. I was like,
it's bigger than that.
What size shoes do you wear? I went in my room and got a pair of shoes. I wear 13. I went in there, got him a pair of shoes, and they were pretty snug. The boy is 13 and wears a size 13.
Yeah, Kevin, you're gonna have to get a special. You have to get a special stool, man. When conversations are being had in the future, you're gonna have to get a step stool.
Hey, don't start me. I think he walked up on me one morning when I saw, you know how your kids leave for like a few days and they come back and you look at them like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I immediately punched him. Just hit him. I'm like, yeah. He was like, what was that for? I was like, I don't know. I'm just getting it out the way, man.
Yeah.
Just getting it out the way.
Okay, I'm not trying to cause trouble here, just so you know. Tyven is saying Kevin is wrong. Webster's Dictionary, it's a term. Established in 1968, black on black crime.
I don't care what Tyven or the dictionary say. It's a myth.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as black on black crime. I know Tyven's not trying to take it personal. I'm not taking it personal. Let me be very clear about this. There is no damn thing as black on black crime. There is no such thing as white on white crime. Crime does not have a race. It does not have a color. It affects every single individual on this earth that is an innocent person without bias and without prejudice. It attacks and it kills. Universally, we are supposed to be against it. I don't give a damn what some PhD decided to put in a magazine or any kind of dictionary or any kind of term. I don't care about the philosophy behind it. There is no such thing as black on black crime. Take that shit out of your vocabulary.
Yeah. I think I understand where you're coming from, right? It's like, I don't know how you feel on this. You might have a different thing. I don't like African American. I don't like that term.
Yeah, now that one I've been kind of like, I don't know, teeter-tottering, because it's one part about it is about heritage, and then the other part is about the American. So that one, I don't have a concrete, like, I feel this way. It's to me, it's like, all right, I get the heritage behind it, and I like my heritage. I like studying and learning about my peoples, and then at the same time, it's like, I get why people say, well, the only way we're going to all be Americans is to acknowledge we're Americans. But at the same time, there are people that are still, because in this country just now, even with politicians dealing with gun control and its racist implications, we're still fighting for people to recognize that there are certain things that were done to people because of the color of their skin, whether or their ethnicity, like the Jewish and like the Irish and the Japanese and so forth and so on, not just blacks, the indigenous people, so forth and so on. So it's kind of hard to say drop something that you don't feel has been fully accepted yet and fully respected. So that one is a little bit harsh. But yeah, back to that whole black on black crime thing. Let me tell you something. It's the same way, and this is what I said up at GRPC. You know how we get annoyed when people say gun violence and we just say it's violence?
That's what Motorboater is saying.
Stop calling it black on black crime. It's not black on black crime. It's just crime. And as long as people are steadily using that, as long as they're steadily applying that kind of philosophy and that terminology to it from the pro-gun side, it's going to make it even worse on us. There is no such thing, because you are then identifying and helping people like Bloomberg concrete and stamp their statement that yes, blacks are hurting each other, because you are still using the same term they use to say that blacks are a problem with guns. It's no different than somebody pro-gun adopting the term assault rifle. You are not helping the situation. So I'm not going to be cute with it. I'm not going to back down from it. Stop saying that. You are not helping the cause.
Yeah, Motorboater agrees with you on. He says it's like gun violence. So there you go.
Yeah, it's the same
Can
thing.
we call abortion like mother-daughter murder? Would that help? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even talk about that, man.
Yeah.
That's
okay. I understand.
That's a whole nother thing.
No, I understand. Okay, yeah. So listen, I'm just getting Tyver's point across. I understand exactly where you're coming from.
That's no. I don't play those in between games.
Someone coming in right now is like, who messed with Kevin Dixie? It was Walter.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just sitting here minding my own business.
Walter started that one. I don't know who started it. I don't know who started it. I'm staying out of it. Motorboater says, "Amen, KD. Amen. Amen." There you go. Listen, can I tell you something? Okay, serious thing about that. Crime is mostly based on opportunity. So people who commit crimes, they do it based on opportunity. Whatever's the easiest, most opportune target for them to go after, it's based on opportunity. So,
yeah, criminals are opportunists. Crime is an opportunity thing. And look, crime will never ever. Yeah, we haven't ever, and nobody ever will live in a world, that utopian thing. Oh, crime doesn't exist. Even when they make movies about a utopia, there is somewhere where crime is crazy, and then the crime eventually invades the place of utopia. It always happens in every movie we watch. So there is no such thing.
So what's crime? What's crime? Is that, does it go back to like the Bible? You shouldn't covet anything from your neighbor. Is it that kind of thing? What is it?
I think crime in general. Well, yeah, you can go back to the biblical days and it existed then. But I think now a way to sum it up is the necessary evil of man. It just is. Like, you're never going to get people to stop doing it, because people commit crimes, and sometimes it's really out of necessity. Like, it could be a small crime, right? Not a violent crime.
Okay.
But you think about somebody who literally, for whatever reason, they haven't consumed food in a couple of days. They might run by you coming out of McDonald's and snatch the food out of your hand and run and go eat because they're starving. Right? They don't mean to hurt you. They don't want to hurt you. They're trying to survive. Right? Mankind is always the first thing we want to do is survive. So people go to desperate measures sometimes. It might be breaking in your house. Now, none of us tolerate that, right? None of us want to deal with that, and we'll all be pretty upset about that. But somebody might break into your home not to hurt you. They wait till you go to work because they're trying to steal your valuables to sell them just to survive. I'm not excusing the behavior, but it happens, right? So it's just no way that's ever going to go away, man. Our responsibility while we're living and what we teach to our generations is to make sure that when you work hard for everything you work hard for, to establish a life that I've taught you, if you're a father, to the kids, I've taught you to establish yourself and build yourself as a respectable human being that does right by your fellow man and is trying to be of value to society. If somebody tries to deprive you of that life, especially trying to take your life in pursuit of their own selfish means, then you should have a response to defend what I have spent years and years and years teaching you to build, and that you plan on passing down for generations to come. So I don't really think it should be an argument. And that's where left and right and all that crap get confused. Like, we're all fighting against the same crime. One side just wants to submit to it, and the other side wants to fight against it. Well, I take that back. One type of persona wants to submit to it, and another type of persona wants to make sure it can defend or fight back against it. Because right now that whole red-blue thing is a blurry blurry thing because I don't care what side of the aisle you're on or anti-gun people come from everywhere. So we have to make sure that we're standing up against crime and stop pretending like it's not going to go like it's going to go somewhere because it's not.
Okay. All right. We got like 5 minutes or so here. Do we want to show some guns? Who's got some guns? Who's got some guns? Kevin Dixie?
I got a gun here.
Yeah. Let me. Okay, Walter, you got guns while Kevin's pulling stuff out. Do you have guns or should we?
Well, I just picked up in here before I started.
Okay. Let's go to Kevin then.
But I can find something. I'm quite
Oh,
sure.
Canic.
Good
Wait,
friends over at Canic.
Kevin.
Oh, I got one of those.
Kevin, I gotta ask you this question. That price tag says 0.
Yeah, don't look at that.
No.
Well, first of all, this is a transfer.
You saw that, right, Walter? I know
this
I'm
is
not
a
the only
transfer
one.
This is a transfer from my gun store, so I don't pay for transfers. So that's what that 0 is.
I'll just be walking around with a bunch of 0 stickers in that gun store.
Yeah, 0 stickers are nice. But no, my friends at Canic did send this to me. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay.
But
All right.
I don't pay for transfers, which is why that says 0.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Bullets. Here it is.
Yeah.
The only thing they know that I'm not happy with is this thing.
Oh, what was that? Like a Kydex holster?
Yeah, that was the kind of the Serpa-ish style holster where you have to pull up on that thing to release. Not a big fan.
Yeah, Canics always come with those.
Here is the Elite Combat.
Oh,
with
wait.
the 10.
Yeah, this has a that barrel's gold or bless you. Well, ooh, check out the barrel. That came with the gun?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I got to get a threaded barrel for my Canic here.
Yeah.
Let's pull it out here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Walter's now going for the gun.
Oh, here now. In the meantime, here's a history lesson for you folks out there. This thing is called a AP-74. It's a 22 that looks like an AR.
Oh.
Made in Italy.
Walter, where did this thing come from?
Well, this thing suffers from a malady called missing parts. So you've never seen it because it's missing parts. It doesn't even fire.
Oh, okay.
But I'm tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
In here, sitting in my room, so I think I'm going to sell it.
Oh, what? What is it missing?
It's missing the bolt and the charging handle.
Is that all that's missing? The bolt?
It's got the internal stuff. It needs a magazine too. But it needs a couple things. But
what magazine does that use?
Oh, excuse me. It takes one just for this gun.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those 22 things.
Yeah.
So for somebody that wants to mess with it, I'm going to be selling this thing. So.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's cool looking. It's pre-banned. It's probably legal in some places where you can't have some things.
If you're interested, you can't do it here. You got to go through, call up Safety Harbor. Call up SHF. SHF. What am I saying? Yeah. SHF. Yeah, call up SHF. Okay. Kevin Dixie, did you get rid of the where's the Canic?
It's right here.
Oh, okay. There's Walter's Canic. Okay, let's see Kevin Dixie's Canic. Boom. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can put the two of you side to side. Hold on a second here. Side to side. Boom. Side to side.
Burrow's bigger. I just want to tell Walt my burrow's bigger.
Yeah. Your burrow's also glowing. Your burrow's glowing.
Is that the which one is that, Walt?
This is the
That's not...
TP9 SF Elite.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think
that's a good gun, man. I like Canics. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem with the Canics.
Because what's the retail on that one that you got?
Oh, hell. I didn't pay retail for it because I bought it from somebody else. But I think these things push around 400.
Okay.
I think 350,
yeah,
400.
It's probably less. I was going to say.
This is the ones that come, like the other Canics, they come with a holster and extra mag and a loader and all that stuff. I guess they've got a version now. It doesn't come with any of that junk. It's just a gun.
Yeah, it just comes with that and one magazine for like $2.99.
Yeah,
it's a lot less.
Brian Quick gave us $2. He says, "What is Kevin's favorite Billy Ocean song?"
Ocean song. I don't know. Who the heck is Billy Ocean?
Oh,
Caribbean Queen.
Yeah. You never heard Caribbean Queen? Caribbean Queen.
I mean, I've heard of the name Billy Ocean, but I don't know.
Some craziness like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Billy Ocean he was big in the 80s, Billy Ocean. I think he's still around. Billy Ocean's still around.
But I know Guns N' Roses is.
Yeah.
That-
Brian Quick is obsessed with Billy Ocean. He might be Billy Ocean, just like a fan. He doesn't want us to know. But
Incognito.
he might be Billy Ocean incognito, as Walter said.
Yeah.
So maybe if we do a cruise, if we all do a cruise one day, we'll get Billy Ocean.
Hey man, I do one of those every year.
We get Billy.
Cruise?
Oh, you go on a cruise?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Where do you guys go?
Normally the Caribbean, somewhere down there, because they're always the cheapest.
Okay.
We'll be doing one this year. We normally go every year. It's only one year she went with her mom and her sister without me, but normally we go every year. Caribbean. Eventually we'll make the transatlantic trip. I think we're going to do that in a couple of years.
You know the way to go to do that? You go that when the cruise ship is going over, when they shift, when the ships go to Europe to run the European thing, you can get some. I heard you can get some really good deals. You ride it over.
Oh.
And then you fly back.
Oh, that's smart. Okay.
Yeah, and because
so there's deals.
Yeah, well, that's when the cruise ships ship to the European cruises from the Caribbean, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And you catch one of those and you take the ride across, and you hit some of the ports along the way, and then you fly back. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Interesting.
Okay, that's smart. Thanks for saying that, man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There are cheaper ways to do it. You know, I mean, and that's one of them. So.
Yeah.
That'll be legit. Okay.
Walter knowing. You're part Jewish, Walter, I'm guessing. You're part Jewish.
Not according to the
Sorry,
DNA
I had to ruin everything. I had to ruin everything Kevin said and throw that in there on top of that.
Hey, there's
Like,
nothing.
seriously.
Everybody likes a good deal, right?
Oh, hell's yeah. Hell's yeah.
I mean,
I want that zero sticker that Kevin has. I gotta photocopy that and go in that store and put that on everything.
The zero sticker. No, you know, but the funny thing is, those guys always harass me with these stickers. So I transferred this guy in the Black Truth. When I had that one transferred in to me, the sticker said I couldn't find the gun because the sticker was wrong. But they're jerks. They title it The Truth. So it was TRUUU. It was like The Truth. So I couldn't find my gun for like 3 hours. And they just laughing, just standing around laughing at me.
Yeah.
But they call it Truth.
Yeah. Florida Gun says that's called repositioning cruises. Which I never even knew you could do that.
I heard about it and I was like, man, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
This Canic is the Elite Combat.
Elite Combat.
And I thought for a while they were calling this one the Elite Combat Executive. It still might be, but it says Elite Combat on it.
Yeah.
CP9 Elite Combat.
Yeah.
But it's clearly the upgraded one. The cool thing about this one, I think this is the one that's nicknamed the Executive. The cool thing about this particular one is it has a 1/2 x 28 thread pitch.
Oh, 1/2 by 28. Okay.
Yeah, so you can put, regular.
Yeah, so it doesn't have like that weird European, whatever that crazy.
Yeah.
Nope, you can actually.
Yeah. You don't have to put an adapter on it and some nonsense.
Nope, you can just throw your can on there and run with it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, listen, we're over 9. I know we could keep going. Kevin Dixie, we have to get Kevin Dixie to come back.
Sure.
Get Kevin Dixie to come back in here. He's gonna come back when he debuts the White Truth, people. The White Truth. It's coming. It's coming. You're gonna have to do it, Kevin. How many people have to request it before?
I'm not doing it.
Just give us a number, Kevin. Give us a number.
I'm not doing that.
Put a number on it, Kevin.
I'm not doing
Put whatever number you want on it. You want to call it a million? If you get a million,
somebody spend. You drop $6,000 on one, I might do it.
$6,000.
The White Truth, right here.
Walter.
The White Truth, the High Point.
The High Point. Yeah. Okay. All right. What about the red bone? What about the red? Can we do a red bone? Just real light skinned?
Now you got my attention.
Now you want to hear about that? You want to talk about that?
I don't know. That might be a discussion.
The red bone truth. That's a totally different thing. Okay, listen, we'll get Kevin to come back. Let me start wrapping everything up right now. Let's start with Walter. Walter, how can the people follow you, get in touch with you, send happy birthday wishes to Pegalicious?
Yeah.
How can they do it?
Yeah. SafetyHourFirearms.com. You can see us check out YouTube on Safety Hour Firearms, Facebook, Instagram, Safety Hour Firearms. Over there at Mines, all one word, Safety Hour Firearms. Gunstreamer, Safety Hour Firearms too.
Right. Yeah.
I've been kind of lax on posting things the last couple of days.
You're everywhere.
That's kind of weird. I go into these modes like I just ain't feeling it.
Are you burnt out? You're a little burnt out. You got to take a break.
No, I I just lose the creativeness goes away. You know that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like when I'm waiting for my videos, the creativeness
Yeah.
goes away.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to let Kevin, there's some things coming up. I'm going to let Kevin answer all those things that are coming up.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Kevin, you're seeing the comments. I'm not even getting into that right now.
Hey man, this dude said
What?
Walter, you're going to have to read it.
call it the white devil truth.
White
Somebody, who is this? Billy Phoenix says the yellow hammer.
The yellow.
I don't even.
I tell you what, man. I tell you what. You can never leave this place without laughs. I tell you what. This is good for the soul. It's funny though, but the comments are hilarious.
Yeah. Nightmare says Nightmare 03 says Kevin will lose all cool points if he makes a white truth.
And no doubt. Like the internet was
Listen,
so crazy.
there is something called white panthers. Did you know that? Look it up.
I saw a white alligator today.
No.
Honestly.
Okay.
Albino alligator.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember the Black Panthers?
Yeah.
Okay. There's the White Panthers.
Are there?
Yeah, look it up. I have a friend who was a White Panther because he was when the Black Panthers came out. He's from Detroit. He wanted to be, he supports the black peoples, but he's a white dude. He just grew up with all black people, but so he wanted to be a Black Panther, and they were like, "No, you can't be a Black Panther because you're white." And so
but he recognizes as a Black Panther.
Yeah, but they didn't have that recognition nonsense
thing back
in
then,
in those days. So they went.
I don't think they still do either. By the
They
way.
went and started the White Panthers, and I didn't believe him when he told me that, and I looked it up, and it's true. There's White Panthers.
Okay.
So Kevin, put that on the white truth, yo. Carve that into some foam. Put that, okay.
Carve that into some foam. Oh man. Sure. I'll do the white truth, and I'll put Reagan in it.
Oh boy, now that's gonna be a whole different thing. That's gonna be.
I think your brand will suffer.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a whole different thing. Yeah, you all start the campaign. Go check out NOC, the real NOC, right? The real NOC.
Yeah. So everything is. Oh, we're doing sign-offs now. Aren't we?
Yeah.
So guys, everything has changed from no other choice firearms training on all your platforms to the real NOC. I left them all the same for it can be universal, and we can. Unfortunately, once again, if you tuned in late, I had to adopt the name change for a couple of reasons, but the biggest one being that I was being suppressed by all the powers to be on social media because the word firearms was in my title. So I was getting the shadow ban, I guess is what you call it. I thought that was a myth until I really found out it was happening. So I took the word firearms out. Still the same values, same fighting for civil rights. Still the Second Amendment. None of that has changed. We're just playing the game with the name change, where the message can get out more, and for the public speaking and the motivation and all those things can be heard by people without suppression. So as far as what I'm up to, look out for something great coming up between NOC and the FPC, Firearms Policy Coalition. We have something that we're doing that's pretty cool in a couple of months, so be looking out for that. So stay tuned. I'll also be, as far as things coming up, I'll be in Phoenix the end of September for Aiming for the Truth. I'll also be speaking at GRPC the weekend before that, the 21st, I believe, of September. I'll be, if you're in South Carolina, I'll be in Reedsville, South Carolina, with Sentinel Concepts. Sentinel Concepts down there doing the RDS class, Red Dot System class with the Truth. Be down there running that class. And then after that, you can find me if you're in the Dallas area. I'll be in your city the first weekend of the month. If you're out in California, in the LA area, I'll be back out there doing some stuff. The first weekend in California, I'll be out in the LA area. The second weekend in November, I'll be in Dallas. So stay tuned for that. And then the first weekend in December, for all you Florida folks, I will be hanging out in the Jacksonville area.
Okay,
so,
Jacksonville. That's where those Gators climb over the fences.
Well, see,
just remember that.
So, not going. Not going. And I'll also be, if you're in the Memphis area, I'll be down in Memphis for the Cigar Festival that they're having on Beale Street the 31st of this month. Yeah. So I'll be down in Memphis hanging out. So if you're on Beale Street, you want to hang out, you want to talk cigars, stuff like that, I'll be hanging out.
John Crump of GOA Virginia and Amoland says Gunathon in April. You going to that? I don't know if you know about it.
I am actually speaking at Gunathon.
Oh,
yes.
He's going to be
Yeah.
speaking at Gunathon. And in
at
April,
Gunathon.
Kevin Dixie is going to announce the White Truth, a.k.a. Albino Ghost. Hashtag
Oh, man.
White Truth. Trademark NOC, the real NOC.
Do not wait on that, people. Please don't. But why would somebody ask me did I thumbs up? Of course I thumbs up. But no, and then I believe that's all we got coming up, man. But the other thing is, and this is, I know it's probably not the cool gun person thing to say, whatever, but there will be more content coming out on the channels that deal with everyday issues that we all deal with: fatherhood, being better people, motivation, inspiration, and things like that. So you guys that don't know, for a couple of years now, I've been softly entering into public speaking. I've been doing it for years and years, but on a professional manner. So you probably saw me. I was out in California a couple of weeks ago. I did a public speaking gig out there with Gordon Graham and Eric the Hip Hop Preacher, big guys that get paid lots of money, like $50,000 for one day to speak.
Oh, okay.
So out there trying to really
What did you get? Did you get any money? Did they give you a Dixie cup? Did you get?
I got in free, if that counts.
All right.
Yeah,
You got to work your way up. You got to work your way up, man.
Yeah. I have no problem. But we went out there and spoke, and so you'll see a lot of me doing that community police thing because everybody talks. We have very few people that do action. So I was out in California speaking to a bunch of politicians, school leaders, and law enforcement officers from chiefs on down about how to better interact with the community. I spoke personally to about 120 of them that came to my session and listened to me, and I think that we made a lot of leeway, opened their eyes up a lot, and I'll be traveling next year, going to different police departments and different organizations to speak to their officers about how we can mold things. They thought that much of me now, where I've been invited into police departments to speak and give them my professional opinion. So that's all the stuff that's going on with me.
Awesome. Congratulations. Walter, did you want to add anything?
I can't follow that act. No way.
No. Let me drop the end for the people who are still with us. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell so you can be notified when we go live. It's been a fun show. It's been a fun show. We'll get Kevin back here. Hashtag White Truth. Hashtag White Truth. Don't forget to specially request it. Remember what I said? The albino ghost. It's coming.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm sorry. Real quick. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey, Ark. Thank you, Ark Angle. Thank you so much for bringing it up. You guys remember the Time magazine cover?
Yeah.
Last year? Okay. That cover has been Emmy nominated, if you didn't know.
Oh, no, I didn't know. Oh, so you're going to win an Emmy?
Has been Emmy nominated. I will be part of an Emmy nominated winning project if it wins. So that is a big thing. Ark, thank you so much for bringing it up. But yes, it goes to show that the conversation, you can criticize, you can judge, we can yell, we can scream about whatever side of the fence you're on. But I think that there are many of us that, from our side of things, I will say this just to be selfish, from our side of things, that are carrying the conversation forward in a way where people are hearing it enough to where they thought enough about it to Emmy nominate it based off the conversations we had. So we're doing work, guys.
That's awesome. If you win that, when I'm going to say when you win that Emmy, we will get a high point and we will laminate that magazine cover on the high point.
Okay.
No?
I don't understand where you were going with that, but okay.
I'm saying to commemorate, we'll get the magazine cover and we'll laminate it into a high point.
See, you keep playing about high point, but I really want me a yeet cannon. I want me a YC.
Everybody here wants one. Everyone wants one. All right.
Actually, it's pretty cool.
On that note.
All right, that's it. We are out of here. Do I need to say it one more time? White Truth. White Truth coming at you. We're out.
The one and only, the White Truth, brother. See ya.
Peace.